Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, guys? It is your boy Brandon from Audio Addiction. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for chilling. Um, I want to start off by saying this is a very important stream. Not that I feel like none of the other streams are important. So if you like to come hang out, come join Discord. There's always a pinned link in the description. But I have been doing this for a decade as of tomorrow. Um, I will be posting a video about it probably tomorrow in regarding it, but um just want to say thank you to everybody who, if you're new, if you've joined recently, if you joined within the past week, if you've been joining for years, um if you've been in here since the beginning, appreciate you. I feel like I could never surmise it in so many words. I feel like every time I go through these every year, it's always very interesting. So, but I felt like this one is probably the most interesting out of any year. I didn't think I would be doing this for a whole decade, but I always appreciate I appreciate all the good vibes. Chat is incredible. Shout outs to my lovely mods, Diz, Kaylee, and Sarah. Y'all are incredible. Thanks for keeping the ship the ship safe. Appreciate you. But yeah, I don't really have anything planned for tonight per se. Um so we could do whatever we're feeling like doing tonight, but um again, totally grateful for anybody who shows up, and I get so many DMs and stuff about how grateful people are to join the community. And I know for myself, I am only one person. It's all thanks to you guys. So thanks for making the community great. I would be more emotional about it, but um I've had a lot of time to think about it over the years, so appreciate the support. But Sally, hello. Gunky, hello. Gunky says congrats on a decade. Thank you, thank you. Sally says wow, congrats, thank you. Sarah, hello. Unhi, hello. Sarah says happy 10th birthday. Now you can go with the big kid runs. That's true. That's true. I am a kid now. That's crazy. Kaylee, yay. Andy, hello. Dang, hello. Uni says, hell yeah, congrats. Harmony, congrats on 10 years. Thank you. Andy, congrats on 10 years. Thank you. Dang says, I can only stay for a little bit, but came for the celebrations. Thank you. Appreciate it. Party theme. You could do party theme chaos. That would be kind of sick. I'd be about that. Your channel would be in 5th grade. It would be. It would be. It would be. Forgot it was stream day, stupid holiday. Yeah, President's Day. That is true. Well, we can kind of mesh them together, catch up in chaos if you've got some things you would like to recommend. I'm not gonna take points, just shoot me the links and I'll try to get through everybody tonight. But Jazz, hey y'all, congrats, Brandon. Thank you, Jazz. Appreciate it. Um yeah, we could do like a catch up chaos thing. I'd be down for that. But yeah, thank you again. I'll probably be saying it many more times throughout tonight, but grateful to be a part of your life in whatever big or small way you choose to view it from. So appreciate you coming back and allowing me to talk nonsense for the past 10 years. If you've got any questions too, feel free to drop them. If you want Brandon lore, I'm down to give Brandon lore out as well. So let me see. I'll get my catch ups Discord set up too. Let's see. There was only one that I think I know. I know my girlfriend was excited for me to check out. I think there were two actually. It was the AT song and Ives' new song. I think those would be the two that I know I would like to check out now. So if you guys have some moments to think about what you want to put on the board, doesn't matter. It's all good. But I'll get the ATs pulled up and we'll go from there. I'm gonna have to get a I'm gonna have to get a Word doc too pulled up just so I got everybody. All right, let me do that first. I need a new one. Okay. Thank you. All right, Unhi. I'm gonna try to get everybody's links and all that stuff here so I don't lose them. So if I am looking over, it's probably because I just want to make sure I can get everybody's on my to-do list here. So Wood Cinema. Okay, thank you, Andy. Sally says it's not new here, but my request is okay. That's all right, Sally. Perfect. Thank you. I don't know why this is here. I don't need it. Thank you. Beautiful. All right. And link. Thank you, Gunky. I will copy the link over. All right, cool. We will do the AT song first. I'm curious what that's gonna sound like. I don't also realize I don't have the stream pulled up. The stream screen's pulled up here, so we'll do that. All right, cool harmony. Gotta remember harmonies. Okay, cool. I think I've got everyone so far. Very nice, very nice. Okay. All right, let's do their title track. What the fuck? Okay, it's your adrenaline. All right, let's rock. You do whatever you want, dang. This is I have no limit on this one.
Pull off the bass, above the way. You know my taste. Above the way. I'm ready 또 파밍은 최고치. 한번 들면 강 straight no therapy. 제로 백박 차고 나와 get a Z. 우린 존재 자체로 인증 guarantee. 안 떨어져 gauge. Full 충전 max. Hardcore 여기 방식 no limit no gimme go get it all day. Out of control. 나 미치겠는 sneakers going crazy. Out of control. You better blow, you better tighten up a 몸을 적신 따위 흐르게. Turn up the heat, forget the big sound, be on repeat. I can feel it go, flashing through my veins. She don't go to my right 타오르게. I can feel it go, running through my veins. Buzzing on my neck, pumping adrenaline. I can feel it go, flashing through my veins. She don't go to my right 타오르게. I can feel it go, running through my veins. Buzzing on my neck, pumping adrenaline. We pumping adrenaline.
Wow.
We pumping adrenaline. Why you tryna be alone? I know you want it. 조명 사이로 보이는 너의 눈빛. 감당할 수 없이 흔들리는 이성이. I get you nervous. Get such a purpose.
Gasoline in my blood. I'm set to burn this track. 감각은 breaking out the beast dirter. 질주에 burn it further. 파고드는 감정을 주체할 수 없어. Turbine the hit. High on the ride. Shine rise on the launching box.
I can feel it go, flashing through my veins. She don't go to my right 타오르게. I can feel it go, running through my veins. Buzzing on my neck, pumping adrenaline. I can feel it go, flashing through my veins. She don't go to my right 타오르게. I can feel it go, running through my veins. Buzzing on my neck, pumping adrenaline. Let's go!
Ooh. That chorus just hits. I love it.
We pumping adrenaline.
You don't have to put coins in Bonnie. Just send me the link. Hey, all right. This was damn good. All right. I'm seeing what you're cooking, ATs. I love to see it. All right. This was ATs' Adrenaline. And we're also going to check out Ive's new song, which I'm also excited to check out. This is cool. I like this. It feels like a little bit of a return to form to some degree. I love like their first couple. I feel like I say that about Stray Kids, and I don't mean to offend people that like the new stuff. It is good. I feel like the last title track that I really liked from ATs wasn't actually that long ago. So I feel like I'm not like oh, their old music was better, but I did like their last release, I believe. It was off their like full, I think it's like I'm pretty sure it's like a I don't know if it was a deluxe one or not, but I know I'm trying to go through their discography and find out. Wasn't Ashes to Light. That's I'm looking. Is it not on here? Oh, In Your Fantasy. I did like that. The one song that they did, I can't remember. I'm going blank right now. But this kind of reminds me a little bit of like their first couple releases, which I'm down for. But I felt like this one definitely felt like a little bit more closer to like, I really liked I liked a lot of their like older discography, like Treasure EP, the World EP, like in that generation of music. I felt like was more my pace, certainly, but I feel like overall they've always had like a really good they've always had like really good songs where I've enjoyed most of them. It was not In Your Fantasy. Was it? No, it was In Your Fantasy. I did like that song. I don't know why I couldn't remember it, but this one I felt like was definitely, again, pulled a lot from their older material, which I think as probably, I would imagine maybe for like fans that have been around for quite a bit, I imagine this is probably like a good one that people could get down with on that aspect. But I love the like synth choice that they use, really like punchy. I love the kind of like sine wavy almost feeling it has to it. I love that kind of build into the pre-chorus. I would probably say my favorite part of the song specifically was definitely the second pre-chorus. I felt like that kind of like drum roll section in the second pre-chorus just worked really, really well. So I love that. And I also love that they kind of gave me a little bit of a like a carnival like sort of ending to it in some ways. Like I know we always joke about Black Label like Teddy music, but I felt like that kind of felt like in that sort of same vein. And I'm not complaining. I feel like they did it. I think they did it very well. If that was the kind of intention or like vision behind it, I think they absolutely slammed that out of the park. The chorus I would say is really catchy. I would say it's up there probably my more interesting ones in terms of choruses. I felt like it was again catchy, just fun, interactive. I'd imagine the song goes hard live. I mean, obviously, I'm imagining that ATs will be performing this one live, up and coming, I imagine. But I just feel like this one immediately when I listened to it, I was like, this one's gonna go extremely hard live. So I love that. I feel like them making a title track kind of be maybe more of that front and center sort of song. I think I appreciate. Just because I feel like this type of genre, and I feel like the type of music that they've put together for this song specifically, I feel like I would imagine that to be like one of the B-sides, and I don't mean that like that this song is kind of like a B-side contender or anything, but like I feel like a lot of their more energetic songs have been some of the B-side songs in more recent releases, I would argue. But I enjoyed this one a lot. This is great. I'll have to give the rest of the release a listen. I still feel like for my personal taste, like the World EP1 movement is still one that I just cherish. I go back and listen to that one. I would say at least once a month, probably. I just love. I feel like it just kind of blends that like aggressive, like with Gorilla. I feel like that's probably like one of their top, in my opinion. I feel like one of their top songs, and always one that I go to reflect on. But this one's up there. I would definitely say for sure. I feel like this one went hard as hell. So love to see it. A couple comments here. Let's see. Connie, thank you. Welcome in as well. Let's see. Harmony says this song is so much fun. Not safe to drive on the highways with though. That's fair. That's fair. I feel like I would be pumped. It would be a good like. I feel like this one would be a good alarm song. You know what I mean? Like a song to wake up to. I'd be fucking bumping. I'd be ready to take the day on. I mean, not that I would any day, but I feel like if I had to have an alarm song set, I feel like this one would be good. Yeah, Minky does have the low voice. I thought that was cool. I appreciate that. I can see the similarities with Felix Dang, so I didn't take offense to it. So I get it absolutely. And they also said that this is one of the best releases of 2026 so far. Wow. Okay, let's go. Sally says ATs goes hard. I love them. Sarah says, I haven't been a huge fan of AT's recent releases, but they go all out every time, and it's sick as hell. And Gunky said the same thing. And yes, we are doing like a chaos/ketchup. Thank you, Connie, for redeeming your points. You do not have to. I'll send those back to you. I don't need them. I figured I would just do it without today. So, but I have it saved. So, Sarah will refund you, Connie. So, appreciate it. Cool. I'll save Kaylee's. Very nice, very nice. All right. And then to get my other one out of the way, we are doing Ive, which my girlfriend said she really liked this song. So I'm curious on how this one sounds, and I feel like this is about the quickest that I've gone and done a catch-up video. So I consider this a win. So all right, let's get into Ive's Bang Bang right now.
It's aggressive 이미 알아차렸겠지 끝이 아닌 모든 소문 속에 problem yeah 안 깨지 벽에 붙은 나의 picture I don't want it Wake up 주저하지 말고 다른 시선 준 agree I don't give a shit what you say Yeah I've been going out with a bang 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 bang
Okay.
I'll be going out with a bang, shaking my head. This is my way.
Okay.
I'll be
the the train is like, holy shit, that's some crazy VFX if I've ever seen it. Wow. All right, cool. This was Ives Bang Bang. Very nice, very nice. Let's see what we got here. Couple comments. Connie says, "Oh, okay." And also love this song. Very nice. Uni says, "On first listen, I was unsure on this one at first, but now I love it." Jazz said the same thing. Stuck in my head all day. Sarah says this video is really cool. Harvey says, "Okay, wow, this was not what I was expecting, but I like it." And let's see. Jazz says, my fave of their recent releases, they really surprised me with this one. And nice, I like an Ive song. Hey, let's go, let's go. I feel like for me, Ive's been hit or miss. There's been some songs that I've really liked from them, and there's been some songs that I haven't liked as much. And that's not to say they're not good songs. It's just personal preference, certainly. I feel like this one was good. I can understand chat being on the fence on it first and now liking it. I feel like I don't know if that's where I feel like I was at. I feel like I like this one more, and I feel like I will probably like it even more so as I listen to it. It just has this, like, first of all, the beat of the song is just so good. Like, it's very, like, engrossing, and I like that. I love the kind of different, like, plays with, like, texture, reverb. I think they did a really cool way of, like, making this song very interesting. I like that little bit of, like, guitar loop rhythm that they have. It kind of had, like, that Western spaghetti sort of, like, guitar tone to it, which I appreciate. Even, like, maybe, like, a little bit of surf rock in there. So that was a cool addition. But I felt like this song just goes, like, immediately hard. Like, the song starts off with, like, that crazy, like, that bump, bump, bump. Like, that just beat just kicks in. And I think that's awesome. The chorus, I feel like the chorus definitely stuck with me as time went on. Like, I liked the first chorus, but I felt like the second chorus was better. And then, like, once they got into that, like, last chorus, I thought that was really sick. So I feel like it does have that, like, snowballing effect of, like, if you didn't like it the first time, like, would recommend probably giving it another listen. But I just felt like the vocals were really cool. I like the rap section in the second verse. I thought that was really tight. Like I said, there was a lot of play with, like, reverb and stuff. Like, you could hear their voices. Some of the voices of Ive, like, set back a little bit, and I thought that was interesting. So I thought overall I was very, very, like, engrossed or entranced by, like, how the writing is. I like that there was one side where it was, like, panned completely to the left, which I thought was really insane. Which I'm not gonna hate. I thought it was very interesting from that perspective. I would have thought maybe they would have, like, had it, like, maybe, like, ping pong back and forth between, like, left and right ear, but they only had it on the left ear, which I thought was a little strange. But otherwise, I felt like this is a fire song. Like, I definitely feel like I would agree with Jazz and Unhee that this one, I feel like I'm gonna love this one by, like, the end of this week, for sure, like, without a doubt. It's just super catchy. Probably one of their best songs that I've heard, or that I can even recall in recent memory. So that's awesome. This was 2 thumbs up for me. Enjoyed it. So glad I got to listen to it. Otherwise, I feel like that would have sat in the catch-up stream for way longer than I would have liked to probably have had it sit there for. So very cool, very cool. All right, well, we'll keep it moving. We are jumping to a completely different genre. We're migrating over to some metal, and we are checking out. We haven't listened to Ave Mujica in a little bit, but I'm excited. I have some stuff to show, so I'll show it a little later on. But all right, let's keep it moving. like that galloping technique. That's cool. Beautiful piano section. Interesting. Two-hand tapping. Cool. Cool. The vocal layers in the back are cool. Wow. Wow. They faked me out. Hey, all right. Very cool. This was Ave Mujica, S is the Way. Very nice. Or slash. I don't know if that's... I don't know how to pronounce it. You can let me know, Gunky, if I'm wrong. This was cool. Like I said, I feel like we haven't listened to them in quite a hot minute, so I'm glad we're back on the train here. This was sick. This is very, very cool. I think this one... Ooh, I don't want to be hyperbolic, but I feel like this one probably is my favorite one from them so far. I thought this will... I thought this one was probably my favorite one just because I love like that like really cool like galloping guitar technique. I thought that's so cool. Reminds me a lot of like classic metal music, like things you would find in like Pantera or like Metallica or probably anything like 80s hair metal. But I really enjoyed this one a lot. I think there's just a lot of cool like techniques mixed in with this song. The drumming was really cool. I also like that again continued that kind of like gallop with like the snare drum. I thought that was really tight. I thought the layering in this song seemed, I don't know, I think that it seemed better than what I remembered with Ave Mujica. There's just a lot of cool like choir sort of like vocal paths in this song that I really appreciate. And I feel like as the song progressed, you got like more and more of that mixed in with the song. So I love that. Their vocalist is incredible. I think she's, again, probably got one of the one of the I would say she's definitely got one of the strongest like vocals that I've heard in quite a hot minute as well. I just love how like clean her tone is and how direct she is with like how she sings in these songs. Just so good. And the band is just incredible. I feel like every song like they continue to kind of like one up themselves musically, so I love that. Um but yeah, this one was cool. I like the different textures. The piano parts in the song were really gorgeous as well. I think they kind of gave me like a little bit of like light Castlevania sort of vibes. I feel like a lot of their music definitely gives me a lot of like Castlevania score, and I mean that in like the most beautiful of ways. I feel like they do such a phenomenal job with that. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one a lot. This one was incredible. The ending, I think, shocked me. I thought for sure they were going to cut it off, and then we got like a little bit extra at the end. I thought that was really, really cool. So I love this. I'm always excited to check out Avi Musica, but it's always fun to check them out on stream too. So I feel like it's always a rite of passage to, I feel like, get at least one of these songs on any stream that we do. So appreciate it. But very cool. Thank you, Gunky. Keeping my metal dreams alive. So K-pop would have cut it off or shortened this. That's true. They would have probably stopped it at that 340. You know what I mean? And it probably would have been like a 5-second interlude or something, you know? Dang says, I like this song. Ooh, okay. And Gunky says, not my favorite, but it's up there. And then also to Unhee for recommending the next song, which we'll be checking out. Very cool. And Top is releasing an album. Very nice, very nice. We love that. Shout outs. All right. We'll keep it moving then. We're moving on to Unhee's. They have chosen Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd originally, but covered by 50/50. Interesting. I did see this pop up. This is a classic. So I'm curious how they're gonna take this one on. I haven't heard this. I've heard the original, obviously, from Pink Floyd. One of the. I mean, I feel like it's not hard for me to say that they aren't one of the greatest groups of all time. Like they have to be one of the greatest like rock groups of all time. So, all right, let's check it out. Yes, Harmony, you heard me correct. This is 50/50 covering Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. So, Sonja, hi, hello. No, it's like a little mix of both. Just send me the link and we'll check it out.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a coastal rain, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change? Did you exchange a welcome part in the world for a little role in a cage?
Great harmonies.
I wish you were here with just two lost souls living in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground.
Hot damn.
Wish you were here. Wish you were here. Wish you were here. The same old fears. Wish you were here.
Aw. Great cover. Wow. All right. Very cool. This was Wish You Were Here, originally done by Pink Floyd. And it was covered by 50/50. Very nice. Let's see what we got here. Gunky says 50/50 has collaborated with legendary British rock band Pink Floyd for a special tribute project. And they said that that was a part of an article I read about the cover. Very nice, very nice. I'm curious how they came about like choosing people. I think it's a great cover. Obviously, if you have not heard the original, I would 100% say that either A, you have heard it before, or B, you should probably go give it a listen because like I said, they're one of those classic rock bands of all time. Like I do feel like there's so many great classic rock bands. And I've listened to a lot of them, and even some of them I still listen to because I feel like it's just the nostalgia that burns in my bones. But I felt like this was a great cover. I honestly, I'll be honest, I haven't listened to this song in quite a hot minute. I feel like Pink Floyd is one of those groups that I don't like. I know obviously there's so many classic songs from them, but I know that this one is an extremely iconic song from their discography. But I liked it. I feel like they paid a lot of homage to the original song. But I also feel like it does have that like 50/50 characteristic. I loved a lot of the harmonies as well. And I also feel like they took a lot of like vocal liberties on the song. There's a lot more like, they're all very talented vocalists. I feel like they were able to kind of push themselves but not like go crazy, you know what I mean? I don't feel like they went over the top with it, which is awesome. I know that they are certainly capable of doing that, but I do appreciate kind of the reservation of the song. Like they wanted to keep the same melody. They wanted to kind of keep a lot of the same structure of the song. And while I do feel like they put their own flavor on it, I still feel like they paid a lot of homage to the original song as well. So I think this is a great cover. Like I said, I did enjoy it. It definitely has that like kind of like K-pop cleanliness to it that I like. But I do feel like they put a refreshing take on like what you would commonly know the song to be. So, not in a bad way. I think this was a good cover, absolutely. And I think they again paid a lot of respect to the original creators. So, Andy says it's a good cover. IMO. Harmony says I enjoy that they didn't push their voices lower. That's one of my favorite Pink Floyd songs. They didn't do bad, but I still prefer the original. Hey, that's fair. That's fair. Sandra says, it was a fresh take on a classic. I liked it. Gunky says, they took the original and made it their own, but of course, the original will always be the best. Obviously, they don't have that great in their voices as the original, but that's okay. And Uni says this. Very nice. Yeah, I feel like I said, I think that's like, it gives me like David and Goliath, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's such an iconic song that I feel like it's hard to like base yourself away from the original. And like I said, I also prefer the original. I'm not saying that 50/50 did a terrible job, but I feel like it's hard to mess with a classic. And like I said, I feel like they did a really, really good job despite it being such a well-known song. So I mean, I feel like if they were chosen to do this song for a specific reason, obviously is to, I don't know. I think it's obviously to bring awareness to the track, and I think if anything, maybe it might be an opportunity for people to check out the original if they haven't heard it before. You know what I mean? So, cool stuff. I think it is a cool bridging of worlds in some regard. So very nice, very nice. Thank you, Unhi. Listen, I'll never say no to listening to a classic rock song. I'm always down for it. So very nice, very nice. All right, I think the next one is Dang. If I'm not mistaken, it didn't copy the name, so I'm gonna guess it's Dang. But they have chosen Cold. Don't ever say Love Me, and it features RM from BTS. Very nice. I I I would imagine it's Dang, but I'm not gonna say it with certainty. I believe so though. So let's keep it moving tonight.
다시는 사랑한다 말하지 마 다시는 우리라고 하지 마 지금 이곳을 나가는 너와 나 도착하는 사랑의 마지막 네가 보여줬던 마음과
Okay.
주었던 사랑이란 거짓말
Interesting chords.
이제 모두 가져가 그리고 다시 나를 찾지 마 잊을 수 있을까 아무도 모르게 끝이 오고 있는 우리의 사랑은 기억은 그렇게 날 쉽게 잊은 채 마주치지 못하게 너를 빼앗아갔네 다시는 사랑한단 말하지 마 다시는 우리라고 하지 마 지금 이곳을 나가면 너와 나 도착하는 사랑의 마지막 네가 보여줬던 마음과 주었던 사랑이란 거짓말 이제 모두 가져가
Bad lips in the back.
그리고 다시 나를 찾지 마
Love is violence. You didn't know that somebody someday is gonna break all of the silence. We're losing the balance. Lost all the pilots, lost in the train, lost in the city. You begging for the pity. 그냥 가져. 날 망치고 너는 또 영영 행복하렴. 이제 가져. 이제 가져. 그냥 come to the low side. 거짓말이 된 모든 chemistry to the low side. Wanna fucking die when you next to me to the low side. But so I can't remember how it used to be. Honesty is the policy. Don't you say you loving me? Hey, hey.
돌아갈 수 없는 우리 더는 아무것도 아니게 끝이 어딘지 모르게 falling 떨어지네
Crazy falsetto tone. I love it.
다시는 사랑한다 말하지 마 다시는 우리라고 하지 마 지금 이곳을 나가는 너와 나 도착하는 사랑의 마지막 네가 보여줬던 마음과 주었던 사랑이란 거짓말 이제 모두 가져가 그리고 다시 나를 찾지 마
Wow. All right. This was Cold featuring RM of BTS, of course. Don't say love me. Don't ever say love me. Excuse me. Very cool. Very cool. Thank you, Dang. Appreciate it. A couple comments here. Sonja says, I was obsessed with this song when it came out. Dang said same. Harmony says, oh, wow, beautiful tones. And Andy says, I love the violins. Hey, you're right. You're right. You're right. This was insane. This was so cool. I like that this one to me felt like a little bit of like a slow burn in some ways. Like Cold's vocals, I hopefully I'm pronouncing their name correct. He's got such a unique tone, and I think like I liked that he kind of had like this like dark, like kind of like my like raspier sort of undertone to his voice. Um, and I love that like I like that there's bits and pieces in the song where like they gave like the instrumentals to breathe a little bit, and I like that. I think that kind of builds the tensions of the songs. I also really love that, and I don't know if this is a very good comparison or not, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of like how I feel like some of like the like classic like James Bond music sounds, you know, like in a good way. I feel like it builds that suspense. I feel like the violins, like the cellos, those moments in the song really kind of like tug and pull at the emotions, but at the same point, I feel like it really kind of drags you into the song, kind of allows you to kind of immerse yourself a little bit more. So I felt like the arrangement of the song, they did a really fantastic job of that. I really liked RM a lot in this song as well too. Like I loved how he started off on like this really kind of like almost raspy, like lower tone. I thought that was really cool. I know that he has done that in some BTS songs, and I'd imagine more so in his solo music. But I really liked his vocal tone in this. I feel like he meshed really well with Cold's vocals as well. And then I like how he kind of builds, like again, building that tension, building that kind of building a sandcastle in some ways of like, you know, like he's building those stepping stones to kind of like really have some beautiful moments in the song. I also really love that it's not just like one part, he does one feature and then says bye bye and leaves leaves the song. Um, I love that he feels more in that he was more integrated in this song. I feel like that's what kind of to me is like the bread and butter of this song is like the way that Cold and RM really kind of just build and feed off of each other. I feel like that is such a huge metric in the song that I really love, and I think that they did a fantastic job of making them both feel like prominent features in the song, but also being so symbiotic in the sense that they need really each other to build off that. I would say more specifically in that like bridge section where like Cold's doing that like really really interesting like falsetto tone, and then you kind of have like RN's like bitey tone in the back. It just really works so well, and I think it kind of plays with that like lows and highs, and I think like the instrumentals give you like that emotional impact to the song, and like it just dynamically and like overall I felt like it was very pleasing in the way that the song was written. So I felt like this was an absolute gem. I will absolutely give this one another listen again. I think it works out so well. So Jazz says Cold has so many good songs. Oh, okay. Maybe we'll have to throw him on the proverbial soloist list. Dang says I really love the silences in the song. I like the pauses. I don't know if that makes sense. It's slow, so slow, but it builds tension. I agree with you. Sonja says Cold Stone is insane in the way that RM and him harmonize was so cool. I agree. So gorgeous song. Thank you, Dang. Appreciate it. It's a good one. So very nice, very nice. We shall keep the train moving tonight. Looks like Andy has recommended Woods' Cinema, which I don't know that I have checked out yet. Looks like it came out very recently, so we're jumping into Woods. Let's check out Cinema.
참 오랜만이네 잠시 꽂히는 나의 시네마 다시 꺼내 필름 속에 넣어 Brown eyes 여전히 반짝인 너의 limelight 속에 멈춰버린 우리 timeline 텅 빈 객석의 시네마 미소지었나 봐 나도 모르게 그리웠나 봐
That stutter was cool. Stutter effect. Wow.
불이 켜진 후에도 나는 한참을 그 자리에서 바보 같아 돌아와 버린 시네마
This chorus just
빛이
hits. Wow.
바래버린 우리와 다시 바라보는 마지막 You're out of sight But I can't get out of my mind 많이 보고 싶었나 봐 우리가 다시 않을 것 같아 한참 지난 우리 romance 막이 내린 채 again 돌아와 버린 시네마 빛이 바래버린 우리와 다시 바라보는 마지막 You're out of sight But I can't get out of my mind 많이 보고 싶었나 봐 우리가
Woo. All right. Very cool. This was Woods Cinema. Thank you, Andy, for the pick. Appreciate it. Let's see what we got here. Jazz says this is a pre-release for the full album coming soon. Oh, wow. Okay, let's go. Kaylee says, I just played this in my car on the way back. LOL. I really like the song. Hey, let's go. Dang says, is it me or does this song work well after the previous song? I would agree. It does. It does. Connie says, I love his voice so much. Jazz also agreed. Very nice. Biscuit, hello. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. Andy says, this has been on repeat for me. Jazz says it's so good. The album is going to be 17 songs long. Hey, let's go. Maybe, fingers crossed. This might be the year for K-pop to have long albums. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping for. Polo, hello, happy anniversary. Thank you, Polo. Appreciate it. Biscuit says happy 10 years. Congrats. Thank you, Biscuit. Appreciate it. This was great. I to be honest, I've liked a lot of Woods' current song catalog. Like his discography recently has been heavy hitters for me. I've been enjoying all of them, but I felt like this one was very cool. I love how he kind of plays into kind of like that emo, like sad boy kind of era that I feel like we're in with this song. I don't know if that would represent the rest of the full length, certainly. So this comes out before the full length, so I can't speak for the full length, but when it comes out, we'll check it out. But I felt like this one definitely pulls a lot from like genres that I love. Again, I come from like the emo alternative background, and there's a lot of things that I could kind of relate this to. It kind of reminds me, and I mean this in like the sweetest of ways, it kind of reminds me a little bit of like the most current like Pierce the Veil stuff. Like it kind of has that like alternative rock. It's definitely got the emo flavoring to it. And I love that. I feel like I've been a huge Pierce the Veil fan since God, probably about like at least a decade, if not more now at this point. But I feel like this to me kind of resonated with that. Maybe like a little bit of like some like light, like if My Chemical Romance kind of had like a little bit of a K-pop outing, like kind of in that same vein. Not 100% obviously, but you could tell that there's some influences from that certainly. I also got like maybe a little bit of like Radiohead Creep, but I feel like that is such a like common song to kind of emulate in some way. So definitely love that. But I felt like this song was great. His voice is incredible. I think I'm always like completely godsmacked it every time I listen to a Wood song. Um and I mean, and it's such a great way. He's got such a distinct and like varied tone. I love like in the verses, he's kind of got more of like that subtle, like very warm kind of rounding to his tone in the verses. I think it's so good. But then once we get to like the chorus of the song, it just hits like his like belts and like the higher registers that he hits, especially in that like final chorus, I would say more specifically, was just gorgeous. I think his vocal tone just, there's so much variation in his tone that I just love. And I like that he is like fully like investing in it. It's just so beautiful. So I thought this was great. Excited to listen to the full length when it comes around, certainly. But this was incredible. I will be 100% listening to this tomorrow when I go to work. So I will check that one out. Very nice, very nice. Cool stuff. All right, Andy, thank you for that. We are keeping the train schmoving tonight. Sally has given me their pick. Sally says it's not new, but here's my request: Shannon Bay voicemail featuring Niho. Very interesting. Okay, I don't think I've heard of either one of them, so this is gonna be a new one for me. So, Sally says Shannon Bay, aka Bae Songyun, was a member of Pristin. Ooh, very nice. She's currently a writer slash producer under Pledis still. Niho is SVT's Hoshi with his head photoshopped onto Neo's bot. Oh, what the hell? I don't. That's. There has to, if you have a backstory behind that, Sally, I need to know that. That's wild. All right, well, let's check it out. I'm so confused.
Hey 오빠, it's me. I just 그냥 전화했어. 안 받네. Call me back. I'm still awake, good morning. Oh, I guess you're just oversleeping. Still drunk at 7 a.m. It ain't no surprise. Thought you would answer, you're asleep, right? You said over 10 alarms, babe. I must have been ignored between them. Or maybe it's your phone hiding underneath your duvet again. Brush your teeth with me on FaceTime while I be serenade. You would smile so excited, 'cause I was in your dream and you loved it. Oh yeah, so explain how I need to hear your voice even through machine. I just want you talking to me. I don't like this beat. 'Cause if I could hear you one more time, maybe I would call and try again. Oh, I try again. So now I'm leaving you a voicemail line, making sure you have the chance to hear me like you did, just in case you wanna listen in.
Great voice.
7 a.m. 출근하는데 Why you calling 왜 귀찮게 해 yeah. 일부러 안 받는 거야
The Photoshop.
술 마시는
That's amazing.
Am I your 카카오 택시 안 받아보는 너 제발 좀 stop it 너 진짜 전화하지 마 여긴 거 지그지그 stupid girl 나 많이 맞춰줬잖아 음악 취향부터 음식 취향까지 I don't even like R&B but you keep calling and telling me
I know this song's coming on a minute. A dilemma, so tell me when you'll be ready to talk to me. Hate you, fuck this beat. 'Cause if I could hear you one
That was
more
a beautiful
time,
fuck you.
maybe I would call and try again. Oh, I try again. So now I'm leaving you a voicemail line.
number you have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.
Hey baby, 오랜만에 에버랜드 왔어. 우리들이 노는 거 정말 오랜만에 하잖아. 우리 저기서 함박 스테이크 먹을까? 쓱싹쓱싹 야 성현아, 너 또 술 마신 거야? 너 일주일째 마시면 어떡해. 연락 잘하기로 했잖아. 너 우리가 아빠 만난다며. 오빠
My
만났네?
God.
그만하자.
Yeah, enter. No, not the enter text here. Oh, I love that. Oh. Very nice, very nice. Sally, thank you for this absolute gem. I love to see it. This was fun. Besides, like, the first of all, the MV taking me back, I like legitimately out of just habit, I was like, this seems really low quality wise, and I went to go check, and then I saw your message, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, that's amazing. Shout outs to Shannon. Sally says Shannon made the video herself. And Sarah says that makes it 100 times better. I agree. Sally says it's an authentic mid 2000s lyric video. The quality even goes max to 240p. I love that. I also couldn't get over Hoshi's photoshopped over Neo. That was a sight I will not be able to see. So Andy says, I love this. The song is so good, and the video is so fun. I agree. Classic vibes. Harmony says it was such a light vocal tone. I don't think it's for me, but I have someone that will love it. Hey, let's go. I thought this was phenomenal. Like I said, the vocal tones on this were like divine. They were so good. She's got such a beautiful tone. I know I have checked out some Pristin stuff, and I've really liked them as a group. I think it was great. But I feel like this was just so good. It gives me that classic, like, I know I kind of had a feeling it was based off Neo's So Sick. It kind of had like that like beautiful like early 2000s like R&B feel, and I love that. I love K R&B. I gotta go back. I took a detour. I gotta go back and listen to some K R&B again. But man, her voice is so good, and like there is just like an effortlessness to her like her just singing. Like I was just purely just like in awe. I just felt like at every turn I was just like, damn, this is good, or like, wow, this is so good, and like really, really beautiful stuff. I also like Toshi. I feel like he did a phenomenal job. His vocal tone was also really good, and I like his little bits of, I guess, quote unquote, like rap sections somewhat. Those were really great. But man, holy shit, this was like there's just so many like effortless like vocal runs throughout the track that I just think I was just like kind of like fixated on. So I thought this was incredible. I'll have to check out more of Shannon Bay's music, because she's an incredible writer. I felt like also her English, like I know this song was in all English, like her English was so good. I felt like it was just so fun. Also the one lyric, let me see if I can go back and find it. There is one lyric set that just, it was like wait, it was before the, let's see. Yeah, it's like hate you. Like I've never heard somebody like I've never heard someone say fuck and like fuck this beep in such a like non like aggressive way. You know what I mean? Like it was so effortless, it was so beautiful. I don't know if this would be hard to top, I feel like, in terms of like vocal run. I was about it. I was about that. So this is great. This is awesome. A little bit louder. Thanks for coming through. I hope you're doing well. I know it's been a minute, but I wanted to say happy anniversary and hope you're well. I hope you're doing well as well. Thanks for coming through. Hang out if you like. Sally says, if you listen to Pristin's songs we like, Shannon is the one doing all the runs at the end. Hey, let's go. She's great. Like I said, I will have to do my homework and check out more of her music. So cool stuff. Thank you for recommending it. Gorgeous track. All right, we're keeping it moving. If I know and I know people in chat, I feel like this is Harmony's pick. If I can be knowledgeable in some capacity, so very nice. Let's rock with this one. A little bit louder says thank you. All things are going pretty well at the moment. Hey, let's go. Love to see it. Well, hope you're doing well. Appreciate it. Sonja says, is it true that you've been doing this for 10 years, Brandon? Congrats. Thank you, Sonja. I have not been streaming for 10 years, but I've been making videos for a decade, which I think is, to be completely truthful, it still hasn't set in. So that's wild, but yeah. So if you have any questions, if you want to ask about Brandon lore, feel free to do it. I'll be glad to answer. I love a live band, Harmony. You know me.
ここからもっともっと盛り上げていきましょう。そしたら皆さんの声を聞かせてください。Say okay 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 okay. Everybody say okay 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 okay. Hey. You say you say you say you say. One more time. You say you say you say you say. Howling howling howling. Everybody say.
And my birthday's in like 2 weeks, a little bit louder, so I feel that. Love that beginning melody. Cool.
Who's a nice guy? 7倍に噛むように決めた手を守った目を光らせよう不器用な Falling, falling, falling この Only, only 君以外に興味はない僕を見て Okay, 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 okay Maybe I'm a ten I'm a ten Say, 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 say 僕は jealous guy 僕は jealous guy 君が howling, howling, howling 月にまで 君と dancing, dancing, dancing 今夜だけ So I'm just so tight I'm just a type Oh 離さないよ I don't mind
This is shot great. I just gotta say, their team did a fantastic job. Ooh. Yeah. All right. Like the more rock flavoring of this.
We're
さん楽しんでますか You ready? Don't stop, let's make a way. We're heading to the very top. 今夜を越えて届くことを大事を
Beating tom tom tom, beating tom tom tom, beating tom tom tom. Beating tom tom tom, beating tom tom tom.
家に CD へパス皆さん今日はありがとうございましたありがとうございました
Very cool, very cool. All right, this was Ann Team live from Rock in Japan Festival in 2025. It's doing songs like Wolf Type and Feel the Pulse. Very nice. Let's see what we got here. A couple comments. A little bit louder says, we started journalism. We did. That was so cool. Back in ye old time. Connie says, "Oh my God, Yujo looks so good." Yeah, I would agree. Harmony says, "Happy early birthday." Thank you. And Harmony says, "I really love their tones. When they are with a live band so much." Yeah, I do feel like I think I have heard other songs where they've done more of the like rock stylization. And I feel like their vocals just fit it so well. Like they do have like that little like I agree with Harmony. They definitely have like that bit of vocal grit that's just so good. Like I just love it so much, and I think it works well with like obviously the live band thing, and as well I feel like for this performance, shout out to whoever their team is that's working on this. They did a fantastic job. Like all their vocals sounded super clear. I really liked the mixing of their live band too. Like they had like that big kind of like I don't know. I could kind of only adjacent it to like a pop rock sort of feel, like definitely big sound. So I think that definitely helped out with their with the engagement for the song. And I know a lot of like Japanese people do love like their rock music, so I definitely feel like it definitely pulls a lot of strengths there, certainly. But yeah, I would agree their vocal tones just sounded so spot on. I'd also just say like in general, I feel like I have listened to and watched a lot of like live and team videos, and I have to say like they're probably one of those groups that I just feel like is just so top tier, and they like in the like live perspective. Like I still feel like I love a lot of their discography from the sense that like I love their studio work, but I would also equally agree that like their live engagement and like the way that they sound live is like I don't know. I feel like I feel like no pun intended, like it's a completely kind of different animal to like what they do in a studio environment. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there's a lot more color to their tone maybe in a live perspective. It just feels different. You know, it still feels like Ann Team certainly, but I think there's just something special about their live performances that I'm always very stoked to check out, because I feel like the way that they color things is like they color a little bit differently, I feel like, in a live perspective versus like studio performances. So this was great. Really enjoyed this one a lot. Harmony says there's a lot of things I would do to have rock versions of all of their title tracks. Yeah, I think I've made this comment before, but like I think that there is probably more of an opportunity for them to do it, and you know, I hope that maybe like that kind of crossover happens more frequently, especially if they've done, you know, especially if they've been done well. I mean, there's definitely a market for it, certainly. So I'm not really surprised. I hope that eventually it turns around. We'll see. All right, we've got Sarah's next. This is Kongbi's official debut. I'm not gonna try saying that because Lord knows I'm not gonna be able to know how to say it. So didn't try it 10 years ago and definitely won't try it now. So let's keep it going. Let's check it out.
giữa bầu trời đang ngập tràn ánh nắng. Hôm nay mang theo lời chào là cả lời chúc rằng bình yên nha, hạnh phúc nha, được viết lên từ trong tim. Cả thanh xuân nhẹ thu vào những tấm hình, là hàng trăm thước phim anh cứ bâng khuâng ngồi xem thôi. Và thời gian đứng im khi em lần đầu nhìn anh cười, tua lại ngay đoạn vừa biết tên em, rồi ngẩn ngơ thao thức luôn nguyên đêm. Từng ngày ngô đầu tiên tưởng như mới hôm qua, rồi trong chớp mắt chúng ta đã đều đi trên hành trình mới. Giờ đây trước mắt chỉ có một màn mưa rơi ướt nụ cười. Dù cho lâu đến mấy bao nhiêu đổi thay thì từng ký ức ấy vẫn mãi ở đây. Đừng quên nhớ mai sau ta gặp nhau, anh sẽ không quên. Nhớ em và nhớ em. Nhớ em vô cực lần, nhớ em vô cùng tận. Nhớ em và nhớ em. Nhớ em vô cực lần, nhớ em vô cùng tận.คิดถึงเธอนะตินดูเอาวะอาตายว่าฉันนี่ sao mà bây giờ nói ra câu gì thì đều là I miss you.
7 ngày đều nhớ em 8 lần nhưng mà số 8 ấy nằm ngang. Lục lại những tấm hình ta chụp để anh nhớ lại những năm tháng. Thư về những ngày mình cùng bao hoa đến tận sáng. Từ say 2, say 3 chưa một phút nào hận nào. Còn những kỷ niệm đẹp đẽ này còn tim anh vẫn giữ. 613.000 giờ hay là lâu hơn nữa. Để đến khi ta gặp gỡ mai sau này anh vẫn sẽ nở nụ cười. Dù cho
đêm nay con tim anh giá lạnh, tìm hình ảnh em in trong từng hạt mưa rơi. Rồi phải xa nhau như có bao nhiêu tháng ngày thương phim về em bên trong anh còn chưa nguôi. Riêng những khoảnh khắc ấy mãi về sau, baby anh muốn được thấy em luôn vui cười. Còn bao giờ rằng mình chưa kịp nói thì hãy giữ lại cho nhau mỗi lần tới.
Rồi trong chớp mắt chúng ta đã đều đi trên hành trình mới. Giờ đây trước mắt chỉ có một màn mưa rơi ướt nụ cười. Dù cho lâu đến mấy bao nhiêu đổi thay thì từng ký ức ấy vẫn mãi ở đây. Đừng quên nhớ mai sau ta gặp nhau. Nhìn nhau lâu thêm vài giây, lặng im cầm chặt đôi tay, cùng níu giữ lấy mỗi tích tắc của đoạn đường đêm như giấc mơ sẽ chẳng thể nào có thêm bao giờ. Thật tốt biết mấy khi đã được ở bên em vào những ngày tháng ấy. Rồi trong chớp mắt chúng ta đã đều đi trên hành trình mới. Giờ đây trước mắt chỉ có một màn mưa rơi ướt nụ cười. Dù cho lâu đến mấy bao nhiêu đổi thay thì từng ký ức ấy vẫn mãi ở đây. Đừng quên nhớ mai sau ta gặp nhau, anh sẽ không quên.
All right, very cool. This was Kong B. I'm not gonna say that this is the song name here, because Lord knows I'm not gonna try that. But it features Mason and Tez. Very nice. This was very sweet. Couple comments here. In terms of the song, Sarah says I could be wrong, but I believe he was on the Vietnamese show, with the featured artist. Oh, okay. Very nice. Very nice. I thought this was very sweet. I like the bright tonality of the song. I feel like it really lends itself well to his voice, so I love that. Both Mason and Tez, I feel like were really good features on the song. Like they definitely had different tonalities that I think separated them from Kong B. But I felt like at first off, I was like, ooh, I like this song, but like to me, I feel like as the like progression of the song came to be, and like we got the next chorus and stuff like that, and like the song just continued on in its normal fashion, it just grew on me more and more. Like I think his tone is like again very sweet, but like I like the different like, and it probably has a lot to do with kind of just like Vietnamese as a language, but I like just like I like the tonality that I feel like Vietnamese artists have, like very unique. Like I feel like it's very punchy in like a good way. And I feel like we do cover Vietnamese artists, of course. But I felt like this was really cool to kind of hear like a lot more texturization in their voices. So I really like that. And I think that that kind of makes it more of a standout piece, in my opinion. The choreography was really cool too, very like sweet. But I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this a lot. Like I said, I was going into it. I feel like I didn't really have as much expectation for it. Not that like I feel like I really have any expectations for most songs that I go into unless I'm familiar with the group. But I felt like this was really cool, and like I said, I I feel like his like tonality prevailed in that, and I had imagined like even if maybe the next release changes, if I still feel like he keeps the same like tonality to his voice, it's just gonna be like something that I'll know and like gravitate towards the next time I go to listen to his music. So, really cool stuff. Also love the music video. I thought that was also extremely well shot too. They did a great job. So, Jazz says very cute. Hey, let's go, let's go. Speaking about Jazz, Jazz is next. They have chosen Sungwon and Jungle's on Immortal Song. Okay. Very nice, very nice. Let's check it out. All right, very cool. This was Jung Sungwon and Jungho doing I believe it was My C by IU originally. Very nice. Thank you, Jess. Guggy says a cover of my favorite IU song. Hey, let's go. Jazz says I just love Sungwon's voice so much. Connie said so beautiful, and Andy said amazing vocals. I would agree. I would agree. This was um a great cover. Gungi says great cover. Obviously, the original is still better. My C is my favorite K-pop song, so it's nice to see a great cover of it. Yeah, I think it's tough. I think very I guess not dissimilarly, very similarly to 50/50 covering like Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. I feel like this song, obviously classic, like a classic song, and obviously an incredible done by an incredible original artist, IU, of course. But I felt like this was really gorgeous. Like I think there was a lot of moments where I really appreciated it, and like obviously IU is only one vocalist, so it's cool to hear like two different, first of all, and also two male vocalists covering IU, a female as well. I feel like that's always really cool to see, like kind of the flip side of that when like guys groups cover girls group songs and vice versa. I always love hearing that because I think it changes up the song in like a good way. Like obviously still love the original, but I think there's a lot of appreciation, I think, in terms of the writing. And I think this was incredibly well arranged. Like the vocals on this song were just like absolutely stunning. There are some moments where I felt like I could feel the song. Like I was getting like goosebumps, and like I think to me it's always really impressive that like there's just so many talented people out there that sing their absolute hearts out, and I felt like this one was just such like there's such a simplicity to the song, but I also love that like they just really dialed it in. Like they're really giving their all vocally. There's like some really gorgeous like top end falsetto tones. I love the section where like they kind of slowed down and had like their voices vibrato kind of take over a little bit more, and like I think there's a lot of great pauses where you could get a little bit more emotional emphasis in the song, and so I think they did a great job on that front. But I think this was a great cover. Obviously, I love the original. Who doesn't love IU? Um, but I felt like this was so well done. Like their voices together meshed so well. I loved a lot of the like harmonies in the song. I think that that's where truly like where that song kind of just like stood out to me more, and like even like a bits on like the higher register as well. Like they're really getting up there in like vocal range as well. So this is a damn near impressive cover. Um, and I feel like I could have listened to it. I feel like I could hit the reset and listen to this again. It was just so gorgeously done. So hats off to them. They did a phenomenal job. So very cool. Jazz, thanks for sharing that with us. Very nice. All right. Well, we're keeping it moving. I don't know who sent this one over, but I'm gonna maybe say I believe it might be Connie. But it looks like it is Talisman, 9D, Bray, and Bastian. So I don't know if that is Connie's, but it could be. I don't know. But we're gonna check it out. So let's give it a listen.
Cuando pensé que el día no comenzaba, tu risa fue la luz que entró en mi ventana. Eres una corriente tibia que mis tormentas las alivia. Eres un grito tierno, mantita de invierno. Varias de las tristezas que acumuló.
The accordion's an interesting choice.
Calles solas sin mantención. En tu ventana entra el viento, me oxigenas el aliento y respiro tu voz. Y en mis oídos sonó que eres mi talismán, mi sanación. Cuando yo estaba mal, tu corazón siempre flores nuevas y una primavera. Eres mi talismán, mi sanación. Cuando yo estaba mal, tu corazón siempre flores nuevas y una primavera. Tú eres mi talismán.
Great falsetto.
Eres mi otra mitad. No, no, no. Solo en un beso sabrás lo que callé. Muchos caminos fueron los que tomé para llegar a tu montaña. Quise subirme por tu falda y saciar esta sed de vivir en tu piel. Eres mi talismán, mi sanación. Cuando yo estaba mal, tu corazón siempre flores nuevas y una primavera. Eres mi talismán, mi sanación. Cuando yo estaba mal, tu corazón siempre flores nuevas y una primavera. Eres mi talismán. No, no, no. Tú eres mi otra mitad. Eres mi talismán, mi sanación. Cuando yo estaba mal, tu corazón siembra flores nuevas.
Great harmonies there.
Una
Wow.
primavera.
Very nice. This was Bray E Bastian and the song. I don't know if it's 9D. If anyone can provide more information to me, let me know. But I think it might be Talisman is the song. Potentially. I don't know. You can check it out. I'll leave the text here on screen. This was great. I kind of assumed based off of like the E, I was like, it's gotta be like a Spanish song, which we've been getting a good bit of, but I'm not complaining. I feel like I gotta brush up on my Spanish now. But I really enjoyed this a lot. I think the vocals on this were incredible. I think that's obviously one of the standout moments in this song. Is just how really good their vocals are. And I think kind of in combination together, they sounded great. I think individually they both sounding awesome, but I do feel like together and like adding those like beautiful harmonies over top was just really, really awesome. Connie says that was Bray and his brother. Okay, wow, they're both very talented. Shout outs to both of them. They're great. I love the accordion. I felt like I at first I wasn't sold on it. I was like, like is this really gonna work the way that it works, right? But I really, by the end of it, I really liked the accordion in the song. I think it just works out really well. I think it obviously fits the song aesthetic super well. Um, I also love the piano work in this. That was also really gorgeous. There was like some horn sections as well. I think like the arrangement of the song was just like really really well done. But I also love that there wasn't a lot going on. It really is focused on like their vocals together. And I think that kind of is the centerpiece of the song, and like the rest of the track kind of has that like revolving door of things that like they want you to find important in a track. But this was gorgeous. Like I said, their vocals were incredibly good. And I loved it. I thought it was awesome. This is a phenomenal pick. So I love to see it. Let's see. Sarah says the music video is perfect for how the song sounds. I love that. I love that. Jazz says the lyrics are so cute. Sonja says, nice, Connie, where are these guys from? And Connie said Chile. And they remind me of Sin Bandera, great vocals. Very nice, very nice. And Connie says they are Bray and his brother, and they made the arrangement and everything. They did a fantastic job. I will have to keep my eye out. They're awesome. They're very good stuff. So shout outs to them. Very cool. Thank you again, Connie. Appreciate it. All right, Kaylee, we are moving on to you. You have chosen The Syndrome. Good Boy, which I have been seeing, but we haven't delved into them yet. So I'm excited. I like I said, I've been seeing the name pop up, so excited to give them a listen. But let's check out Good Boy first.
착하다 그래 오지 I'm sorry that's not right 이것 좀 강해주지 그런 말은 not on my line 눈만 봐도 이제 나는 what you want 가증스런 표정으로 내 control 너는 참을 수가 없어 cut it off 그런데도 바보같이 say yes 잘 보이고 싶어 또 닥쳐 helper 다시 네 말을 들어 Don't call me good boy 날 쉽게 보지 마 착한 아이는 goodbye 날 왜 이렇게까지 What the hell 네가 뭔데 저리 네가 알던 주대 없는 goodbye What did you say 참을 수 없어 Don't call me good boy Don't
That
call
little
me
pinch
good
harmonic.
boy 내 안은 이미 changing 조만간 break you down 서서히 깨워 real me I'm sorry no more kind 지난 내 모습은 던져 How I make it over 너나 잘 say you're no more kind 잘 보이기 싫어 Alright I'm done yeah 다신 네 말 안 들어 Don't call me good boy
Good boy
날 쉽게 보지 마 착한 아이는 goodbye 날 왜 이렇게까지 What the hell 네가 뭔데 저리 네가 알던 주대 없는 goodbye What did you say 참을 수 없어 Don't call me good boy Don't call me good boy Okay, what you want, what you want 내 의견은 하나 없이 너의 뜻대로 What the hell is going on 네가 나를 이렇게 만든 거야 Oh, don't call me good boy 다시 말하지만 착한 아이는 goodbye 날 잃으면서 것까지 Why should I do more 더해 네가 이제서야 후회해봤자 goodbye What did you say 참을 수 없어 It's time to say goodbye Time to say goodbye
All right, very cool. This is The Syndrome. Good boy. Very nice, very nice. Thank you, Kaylee, for the pick. Let's see. Gunky says this song is really good. Kaylee says, well, we only checked out their first song. This is the second one they've released. I do. Okay. When I saw the name, I was like, and then I heard the song, I was like, oh shit, I remember them. Very cool. Very cool. Gunky says, don't call me a good boy. And says this is a lot better than their first song, which was good. Kaylee says, I'm really excited for whenever they officially debut, because this pre-release stuff is great. I would agree. I feel like the first one, obviously purely because I couldn't remember it, I feel like this one is infinitely better on the spectrum. And like I said, I'm not going to be hating. I feel like the first song was good. But I like that this one, again, had that sort of aggressive punch. I love like the guitar work in this. I feel like a lot of that is like a lot of like, I want to say tremolo picking, but definitely has more of like a grittier sort of tonality to it. Connie says, is this stream going to be, this will be posted to YouTube? Yes, it will be posted to Patreon first, but it will be posted to YouTube later on. I can't tell you how late. I think it's probably about a month out now. I think I'm with YouTube. So, but yes, this will be out. I feel like to me, this one definitely had more of that like almost borderline like metal tinge to it. Like the guitar work was really like aggressive. Also in terms of like guitar tone, it definitely plays more into that sort of metal tonality as well. Like a lot of like scooped mids in the song. It just had like more of an aggressive tonality to it. So I like that. I like that beginning riff, and then you got that little bit of like pinch harmonic. I thought that was sick. The chorus itself is probably the best part of the song in my opinion. I feel like it's so catchy. It's got such a good hook to it. And I liked a lot of the melody choices that they used throughout the chorus. I think it just worked out really well. There are some really great like harmony moments as well in this track as well. So I liked hearing that. And obviously different variations of what the group is capable of doing. But it was interesting. It was interesting. I kind of wished, and this is maybe just a personal gripe that I have with the song potentially, is like I would have wished that the mixing on the song was maybe a little bit better. I feel like the song, and again, it could just be it could be the way that I'm listening to it. It is on YouTube, but I do feel like the bass kind of gets smushed in this song. Like, to me, if you're gonna be doing like a metal or like rock tonality song, like I really feel like the benefits of having like those songs have that type of dynamic is when like there is a lot of like spatial awareness between the tracks. Like the guitars sound like gritty and aggressive, and I like that. But I do feel like a lot of the times when I think of like heavier songs and stuff, like the bass tone is a really huge component on why songs can sound heavy and sound a little bit more fuller. So I feel like the bass in this kind of takes a little bit of the backseat in the song, and I kind of wish there was a little bit more bass to really round out that like aggressive, like punchier tone, especially considering I think the bass player is playing like a 5-string bass from what I could see in some of the like video portions of the song. Like it doesn't look like he's using like a 4-string bass, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it looks like a 5 if I've got it, because I think there's like a little head over there, and then there's 4 notches there. So I think it would have been cool. I think that's probably the only thing that I would say from like a production standpoint I think I would have liked to change. But this is a pre-release, so I'm hoping that maybe they'll take into consideration for future releases. But enjoyed the song nonetheless. I think it was probably their best song to date so far. I know that they only have 2 out now, but I really enjoyed it. Sonja says, they go hard. Very cool. I would agree. I would agree. All right. Very cool. We're keeping it moving. Thank you, Kaylee. Polo, we've got yours next. And you have chosen another Manifest song. Very interesting. This is Basral Sensin. Hopefully I've pronounced that correct. If not, I'll butcher it. But Sonja said I have to go to work super early tomorrow, so have to go. Stream was great. Thank you again. Thanks, Sonja. Hopefully we'll see you on Wednesday. Let's keep it moving.
Ben bu anı yaşayıp gördüm. Kalbim deliye döndü. Artık
Thank you.
tutamam içimde.
Have a good
Dünya
night.
tersine dönse bile kıvılcım alev alır doğar günlerinden. Cesur adımlarım herkesin dilinde. Korku yok yok çıkan sesimde. Dert değil düşmek, deneme vazgeçirmeye. Titrese bile omuzlarım durma. Kaybolduğum anda onlar hep yanımda. Aldım rüzgarı ardıma bakmam asla. Bir hayalle geldik biz bugünlere. Artık korkmak kaçmak yok bundan böyle. Bizimle gel sen de. Kır zincirleri düşünme. Fark edersin başrol sensin bu filmde. Vazgeçme. Bir hayalle geldik biz bugünlere. Artık korkmak kaçmak yok bundan böyle. Bizimle gel sen de. Kır zincirleri düşünme. Fark edersin başrol sensin bu filmde. Vazgeçme. Herhangi bir akşamdı çıkasım vardı yokuşlardan. Kamera ve şöhrete aldırmam. Hedefim çok daha yolum var. Deniyorum 7-24 peşindeyim. Gecemi sabah eden gençliğime yemin ederim. Kama güldüğüme buz kadar sert durabilirim. Kovalama benim gibisini göremedin hiç. Dert değil düşmek, deneme vazgeçirmeye. Titrese bile omuzlarım durma. Kaybolduğum anda onlar hep yanımda. Aldım rüzgarı ardıma bakmam asla. Bir hayalle geldik biz bugünlere. Artık korkmak kaçmak yok bundan böyle. Bizimle gel sen de. Kır zincirleri düşünme. Fark edersin başrol sensin bu filmde. Vazgeçme. Bir hayalle geldik biz bugünlere. Artık korkmak kaçmak yok bundan böyle. Bizimle gel sen de. Kır zincirleri düşünme. Fark edersin başrol sensin bu filmde. Vazgeçme. Zor geldi belki başta. Savaştım şeytanlarla. En çok da zamanla tam kaybetmişken. Sizi buldum çıktık dipten. Zuna yüklenmişken.
Interesting bridge.
Hayat üzmedi ilk defa. Bir hayalle geldik biz bugünlere. Artık korkmak kaçmak yok bundan böyle. Bizimle gel sen de. Kır zincirleri düşünme. Fark edersin başrol sensin bu filmde. Vazgeçme.
Very nice, very nice. All right, this was Manifest, Basrol Sensin. Thank you, Polo. Appreciate you. Always keeping me up to date with Manifest at this point. I enjoyed this. I like the danceability of this song. Really, really sweet. Lyrics were cool too. I definitely liked a lot of the lyricism in this song. But their vocal tones, I feel like I've noticed it before, but I felt like with this one more specifically, I got to hear like a lot more of them played out and like in terms of their discography and their music. But I really like this song a lot because a lot of their vocal tones were incredible. Like they have like a really cool, like all of them have like a really like gorgeous like vibrato tone. Let's see if I can get all of them together in one shot. Um, Probably my favorite too, at least in terms of just purely vocals. I really liked whoever's left of center with the purple glasses. I feel like her tone was really cool. Like she has like a little bit of like rasp to her tone, which I like. Um I don't know. There is definitely another. I know for a fact I liked her, and I'm pretty sure I pointed her out in a previous song as well. Gila. Okay, very nice. She's got a really cool tone. Um, and then I couldn't decide. I feel like these two always. I feel like these two have, in this song specifically, I felt like I enjoyed them as well. Um, they just all have really good like separation of tone. There are some parts where I feel like they kind of blend together, which is good. Like I would hope that they don't have like that much of a differentiating tone to their voice. Where like again, because they're a group, I'd imagine them to have some sort of commonality between their vocal tones. But I felt like for this one, like it was really cool to hear them all distinctly. But yeah, I feel like Gila was definitely the one that I noticed first and foremost, and was like the one that I like every time she came back around in the song. I was like, ooh, I like her tone a lot. So, um, really cool. I would say this song kind of feels a little adjacent to like maybe like a little bit slower or like down tempo version of like kind of like a Dua Lipa esque song, like really bringing forth that like danceable like 80s pop sort of sound to it. So it's a great song. I like I said, I every Manifest song, I feel like there are songs that I've enjoyed more than others. This one I definitely feel like I enjoyed a good bit. But they always, I feel like they always put out really good songs. So I mean, I can't complain. So their voices are incredible. So thank you, Polo, for continuing to recommend. Appreciate it. So oh, says thanks a lot. We'll always be back for more. That is true. That's true. So very cool. Very cool. All right, we're moving on to Biscuit. They have chosen Monsta X's Growing Pains. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. All right, well, let's get into it.
I was just a kid when the lights found me chasing bigger dreams than my eyes could see. I've been learning to swim while I'm lost at sea, but I rise, yeah, I rise.
I left home behind when I was just 18. Poured my soul into the stage, thinking who I'll be. And I stumbled and fell, but I still believe I'll survive. I'll survive. Baby, I'll be okay. Living in this violent haze. One day I'll understand that I'm good as I am. I'm finding my way. Dealing with this growing pain. I'll be okay. 'Cause I know that in time I'll change. All the strengths I found, yeah, I'm just standing now. I'm finding my way. Dealing with these growing pains.
This is a great song. Holy shit! Wow.
Crawling to fire just to find my feet, and I know everyone at home is still so proud of me. All the miles that I've run chasing destiny, I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
'Cause I've sold both the dreams and all of these old towns, trying to find a different person, but I'm someone else now. The chains on my past, baby, can't you tell? They ain't holding me. Oh, baby, I'll be okay. Living in this violent haze. One day I'll understand that I'm good as I am. I'm finding my way. Dealing with this growing pain. I'll be
What an ending. Those vocal tones at the end were awesome. All right. This was Monsta X, Growing Pains. Very nice. Thank you, Biscuit. Biscuit says they shaved IM's hair for enlistment on stage to trauma. Oh, wow. Everyone at their concert announced this song and dropped before IM enlisted. Oh, damn. That sucks. Connie says, I love them so much. Yeah, I feel like I always, since we covered Monsta X, now I have like so much of an appreciation for what they do. And I felt like the song, first and foremost, their English is so good. Like I did go and listen to that Monsta X album I actually have in my music catalog, and it's so good. Like I love that album. I feel like this is really good too. Like I love kind of like the simplicity of it. I think there's just something really gorgeous about like all of their vocal tones are all great. Like Monsta X is such an incredibly talented group. But I like that there's just guitar. Like, you know, it's like really not, I mean, obviously there are some like elements in the song that kind of continue on, you know, and make the song feel like a little bit more dynamic, like either drumming or like, you know, kind of elements that aren't just the acoustic guitar. But I just feel like dynamically it just like it kind of drove the message home of the song more so, because I think there's just like, again, just their vocals and just guitar, and like you're really able to like fixate on it. You're able to like, in my stance here, I get to read the lyrics and like really kind of soak them in a little bit more. And I just think it's cool to hear a little, very similarly to the previous song we just checked out for Manifest. Like I feel like this one is kind of in the same way, where again they have such a diverse way of hearing the different textures of their voice. Like Shonu, I love Shonu. His voice was incredible in this. Like Kian was also great as well. Like there's just so many. Jahani was great. Like there's just so many different members in this group where I'm always like, damn, like I really liked his voice, or I really liked his voice, or I really liked his voice. And like I think to me, like they always consistently have always been, they're consistently a group that I'm always like, damn, they always try to like one up themselves. They always try to like do the best possible thing that they can to like, you know, put their voices out there. And I always feel like they knock it out of the park. So I'm very excited. I think this song is really, really good. So I don't know if this is a part of a larger release, which it seems like it is potentially, but I thought this was a phenomenal song. This was just really, really well written. I would probably put this up there with at least some of my favorite title tracks that they've done. Without a doubt, it was just so much fun. So Connie says they have the best English tracks in K-pop, IMO. And Biscuit says, can't wait for the album. Hey, let's go. Let's go. All right. We're keeping it moving. We are on to the last one of here. No Santa has asked me to check out Visa by Young Posse. So I know I was less than satisfactory on the last one, but we're going to check out their other new song, Visa. So let's give it a listen. No, we listened to Visa. I remember this one. We listened to this one. I was like, holy shit. But we'll listen to it again. Sorry, no Santa. If you got another one, let me know. I knew it looked familiar. I was like, I feel like we checked this one out already. Then the other one is like, you took like a weed gummy and what happens, happens. This one too, but different way.
어제차 CC4번 number 5 제발 들어 뺄게요 원한 건 다 될게요 내가 챙겨 믿게요
가족들을 깨던 대만이야 꺼지지 않는 물기름이야 어디 가겠냐고 왜는 내가 지금 내린 것은 이럴리야
소켓처럼 pretty fashion color 남겨지는 걸음 잡아주나 방금 마이애미 69 방금 봤던 friend 도니까 실패 그게 뭔데 끝까지 매어 절대 못해 give up 난 따라 내 꼬리로 like a mirror 불해나게 이걸 그래서 먼저 read 또 잡기 위로 서로는 미련 더큰걸 바라지 서로야 돼 keep on when it goes a little bigger bigger 계속 지우지 bucket list 깨는 데는 날리지 비난의 밤 마치 cloudy 내 안에 난 fog이야 안 떨어지지 우리가 지금 아니 그냥 깡 비코인은 비대 여전히 그 sunlight life I should go 벌어지잖아 time 절대다지 않아 risk 머리 꼬이잖아 나를 신호는 DJ 분위기 좀 띄워야겠어 Let's go Let's go
What a trigger 알아도 보니 Rolex season Stage you watch me If they refuse it 막 couldn't retouch 바뀐 시대에 날 익숙해 역시
It's the skirt at the end that kills me every time. Very nice. All right, this was Young Posse's Visa. We did check this one out. It's okay. We listen to it again. No Santa. I feel like it's all right. If you've got another one, let me know. But this is the second time that I've listened to it, and I feel like I don't feel like my stance on the song has changed. Certainly, I do feel like for me, I don't feel like this one suits my particular needs in music, right? Like I think it's solid. Like it's definitely like I feel like it does feel like very very like heavy in terms of like the production. Like it is a very like thick song. Like that's probably about the best adjective I could use to describe it. Now that I've listened to it for a second time, like I do feel like you can really feel this song. Like if you have like a sub on the song, like you're you better check on that sub. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be rattling. And I don't think that that's a bad thing. It is something that I feel like I expect Young Posse to do now at this point. But I do feel like from my perspective, it's like I enjoy the song. Like I don't think that it's bad by any means, but it just like I just know that I'm probably just like moving away from that type of genre. Like obviously there's different variations of that I enjoy. Sion being one of those artists that I feel like kind of again misses that heaviness with like great melody choice. And I feel like this one like it's just a heavy song. Like there's just like that 808 boom that goes on throughout the entire song. And I would have appreciated a little bit more variation. I love that kind of like arpeggiated like synth tone that they have. I think that that's really sick. But yeah, I think overall for me, it just isn't my vibe anymore. I feel like Young Posse, like if I am to listen to their music again, like I feel like I would go and like listen to Macaroni Cheese or like some of their like earlier discography. I just felt like that was kind of like that niche of like it's like a little bit goofy, but like goofy in a good way kind of a thing. Like I love a cheesy song. I feel like it's kind of cheesy in that, no pun intended. Like I feel like it's cheesy in that aspect, but I feel like with this one, it's just like one of those songs that I feel like I would imagine would pop off live. Like if I was to ever see Young Posse live, like this song would be hitting. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it could just be the way where I'm at and what type of music I enjoy. But I just felt like for this, it was just like a little bit too chaotic for me, which I think is kind of insane because given that I like metal music and I feel like metal is pretty chaotic. But I don't know. I feel like maybe I would have to give this one maybe a third listen and really kind of cement my opinion. But overall, not too bad. Gunky says Brandon can't keep track of what he's watched. That's probably a fair statement to make, to be honest. So I get it. All right. Well, I'm gonna show chat. Okay, so there's this band that I've been listening to for quite a bit, but I kind of took a little bit of a break, not because I feel like the band sucked at all, but they've been releasing a lot of new stuff. They released an album in like 2024 that was phenomenal. I listened to that, God, way too much. I've been listening to it a ton recently. Um, it's really good. I am not gonna show you a song off that one, but um let me see if I can find the name of the album. The album is called Dopamine. Um, Fantastic stuff. But I'm gonna show you one of their new songs. From their EP that's coming out. Side Effects, Part One. So shout out to them. They're from, I believe they're from the UK. I can't remember, but they're really sick. They're kind of like a rock. I don't know. They're kind of like a mix between like rock and metal, I would say. So, also their vocalist, his voice is so good. I love his tone. But we're gonna check out Guilt by Association. That's their newest song. It's really good. So, we're gonna check it out.
We need to figure it all out somehow before it breaks out. Contaminating the far right and the left nights. Are you listening? If you wanna flex for the first stone, living in a glass house, picking through all the holes. Mama said you're born without a backbone. Kitty, kitty, copycat, just doing what you're told. We gotta get by association. Like empathy is a knife. This is the age of this information. You better just close your eyes, imagine heaven, and you'll feel better. We gotta get by association. Like empathy is a knife. Like empathy is a knife. We need to figure it all out somehow before it breaks out. Contaminating the far right and the left nights. Are you listening? On and on it goes. Algorithm prison, talking to your fake friends. On it goes. Echo chamber fan club, won't you shut the fuck up? We gotta get by association. Like empathy is a knife. This is the age of this information. You better just close your eyes, imagine heaven, and you'll feel better. We gotta get by association. Like empathy is a knife. Like empathy is a knife. It's just lies. It's just lies. It's just white lies. It's just lies. We're gonna kill by association. Like empathy is a knife.
We can, G Dragon. If you got a link, send me it in the chat.
Shut up! We gotta get by association. Like empathy is a knife. This is the age of this information. You better just close your eyes, imagine heaven, and you'll feel better. We gotta get by association. Like empathy is a knife. On it goes.
All right, cool. This was Normandy, Guilt by Association. If you're hanging out, thank you for hanging. This was also a really good one. Serotonin's great. That was from the 2024 album. Yeah, I love them. Like I said, their first album, Incas, I think it's Inguz, was when I first found them. And then again, I kind of departed. But I feel like the album that has Serotonin on it, I feel like to me this was really good because there's so much variation in terms of like the genre pool for that album. Like there's some heavier songs, there's like some heavier songs, like not super heavy but like heavier, and then there's stuff that's like pop, like pop, more something you would hear on like the radio, like pop rock. So it's cool to just see that there's like a lot of variation in the scene. Like you've got some like heavier groups, you've got some lighter groups, but I feel like this one, at least so far from the songs they've released, this one is definitely their heaviest one on this album, I would say. So far, because I know their album doesn't officially come out until like April, I believe. But they're doing 2 parts. I think the next part, if I had to guess, is probably going to be released before the year is over with. But yeah, I felt like this one is such a good song. I listened to it the other day on streaming, and I was like, damn, I got to share it with the class. So, if you're expecting something a little bit heavier, they probably won't delve more into that direction. But I do feel like they definitely have some heavier moments, and I would argue this is probably their most. I would say that this is their heavier song in terms of most current releases and most current on this album. So, very cool. G Dragon, thanks for sending that over. We will check that out next. Connie says, "Wow, they are from Sweden." Okay. I knew they were either from the UK or some European country. I didn't think that they would be from Sweden. So good. I had no idea. That's good to know. Here is several songs in there, but you can just check out the first song. Okay, fair enough. Thank you. Uni says very Linkin Parky. That's fair. I could see that comparison, certainly. G Dragon says it's nice to see more bands appearing in the music scene now. Yeah, I feel like to me, it's all. I mean, it's literally been my bread and butter for a literal decade. So I feel like I always got to keep my ear on the ground for that too. So yeah, I'm always stoked to share new bands that I've got. Connie says this was great. I like it. Hey, there we go. Love to see it. Thank you. All right, G Dragon. Let's see what we got. We'll listen to the first song then. If you got more stuff you want to share with me, chat, let me know. Got like another half an hour.
이젠 깨어나 설레는 이 맘 따라 기다리던 오늘을 만들 거야. 이 많은 시간을 난 흘리고 싶지는 않아. 이제 나는 분명히 준비가 돼 있던데 어떤 몸이 감이 와도 나에겐 의미가 없을 만큼 또다시 wake up to wake up 달고 잡아 뜨겁게 굳이 봐줄 필요 없어 어차피 never give up 너가 덤벼오는 나는 어쩌라듯이 모두 날수 있을 것 같아 이젠 깨어나 설레는 네맘 따라 기다리던 오늘을 만들 거야 도시상에 피어나 이겨내요 너처럼
He's got a great voice.
지원할 거야 나를 다 같이 소리지 나에게 남아있는 게 얼마 되지 않는 것 같아도 두 번 다시 내게 부끄럽지 않게
All right. That was Happy. Hopefully I've pronounced their name correct. G Dragon says Happy is a VTuber artist, kind of like Otto. Technically there's a real person behind performing. That's true. I feel like Otto is kind of in the same boat, but Otto I think usually it is her. And I know I think she's going to be releasing new music soon from what I think at least. I'm not sure. Um Biscuit says, "Oh, happy, very nice." And it looks like G Dragon says that she's under the same label as QWER. Very nice, very nice. Great label. They've got quite the roster, I would argue. So I love seeing that. That's awesome. Good to see. Um, Udi says, "Sounds great, but I would never go to a VTuber show." I can't. You know what? I respect you for that. I might also be in a similar camp. Um, I think the only exception that I think I would make to that rule is like if I got to see like Hatsune Miku. I feel like she's the OG. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that'd be a time. Um, the music's good. I will agree, G Dragon. I would agree. I feel like the only exception I would make to that is like Hatsune Miku. Genuinely, her music is incredible. So I feel like that would be like some next level shit if I be honest about with myself about it. But I don't know. Like I said, I think there's first and foremost, without even getting into I guess fully in depth, but like I feel like there's some people I think some people are not comfortable with performing live, and like I think that's often why maybe there's personas involved with like you know, making music, and that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. Like sometimes people want the anonymity of just being able to make music on their own, and I respect that immensely. Um, I think for me, this song was incredible. Like this, first of all, her band did incredible. They sounded phenomenal. So shout outs to her band. They did a great job with the song. But I really enjoyed this a lot. I think her voice is incredible. Obviously she's got an incredible range, and like her tone is just so bright, but I feel like it just makes the songs just have like more character. She can really belt. She's just got such a good, like strong, like vocal tone that projects super well. Um but I feel like the musicality obviously behind her just like makes this song like that first song soar. Like I would absolutely give this like another I would go and listen to I'll probably go check out Heavy later on. But I feel like she's just got such a good vocal tone. I feel like the way that she delivers in the song, especially this first song, I think she did a phenomenal job. Um, but the band was great. Like the bass work was incredible. Like the guitar work, like the drumming, like that little, like those key sections were like the keys were awesome. Like it just really kind of culminated to just such a really good point. So yeah, I enjoyed this a lot. This is great. Like I said, I feel like the sentiments and listen, I'm not gonna I feel like I don't want to be a hater. If you do want to go see a VTuber live, hey, you're more than welcome to go go live that experience. But I feel like for me personally, it wouldn't be something that I would tend to go out of my way to go see, but I feel like the musicality is just incredible. So I don't think you can I don't feel like I think you couldn't tell anybody that she is not a phenomenal singer or not a phenomenal performer. I think she just does a really great job. Obviously she wants her anonymity, and I respect that. I feel like that's important these days to have that. So cool stuff. Thank you, G Dragon, for sending it over. G Dragon says she's has more belting songs than that. That's crazy. Wow, that was really good. It says her technique IMO kind of is in the same tier as Taeyon's. Oh wow, okay. Uh, G Dragon says if she made a face reveal, I would too. Not gonna lie, I saw her pre-debut leaked photos. She's chic. Ooh, interesting. I feel like like I said, it's a tough position. I like I have the unfortunate nature of showing my face every fucking Monday and Wednesday here, so like I'll never be I'll never be able to be like non-face cam. And everyone knows who I look like now. But yeah, I mean, hey, you know, like I said, I respect it. You know, like I said, it's kind of dissimilar, I guess, similarly to like Otto. I'm trying to think who else she doesn't have, like, who doesn't really use like any sort of like I know we all rose Sia, but like Sia for the longest time didn't show her face. You know what I mean? Like, there's always going to be people out there that have like this innate like way of like being different, and hey, it is what it is, and I think that that's important. And at the end of the day, they're still creating and still making music, and they're not like phoning it into like AI or whatever. So I mean, that's good. I think that that's incredible. So hopefully she keeps doing it. Kaylee says, yeah, because I'm sure we all have screenshots of you too. For me, that's true. You probably do. Share your favorite memes about me in Discord. Thanks. Appreciate you. Love you guys. Anyway, we're gonna keep it moving. Guggy says, I would see Otto because she actually is performing on stage. You just can't tell exactly what she looks like. That's true. Though I feel like from what I saw on a post, it seemed like she's more comfortable now performing. So maybe at some point we'll actually see what Otto looks like. So very cool. Guggy says we need the camera to start freezing. Oh my god. Don't remind me. That's you're gonna jinx it, and I don't need that. But anyway, we're gonna keep it moving with Equals Love. We haven't heard one of their songs in a little minute too. So I'm excited. We're gonna check it out. Let's give it a listen. The trauma days, for real. Oh god.
私たちどんな旅をするんだろうさあ乗り込もう高くジャンプ希望を乗せて飛行機ビュンと飛ぶ楽しみだったんだだって6周年だよそれにはビーツをお披露目してあげようそわそわがひらに舞う南の島で夜更かしして話そう絶対泣ちゃダメ
That's fair, Udmi. I see your point of view. That's true. If they wear a mask, like Sleep Token, or like Slipknot. Oh no. Is this the group you're doing? Oh no. I'll be deceased. My love. All right, this was Equals Love. I don't even know what song it was, but it was a banger. I enjoyed it. I will say this is great. I will say, um, I let my intrusive thoughts win in my conversation in my head while listening to this song, and I just imagine being on like a road trip with Gunky, and Gunky's playlist is going on in the background, and you hear like you have an Equals Love song, then you have like an Ave Mujica song like next, and then like after that, it's like Pink Floyd, and then maybe we'll get like a ska track in there somewhere, and then we'll get some like old Stray Kids, and I'm just like damn, I would the rabbit hole of like a Gunky's playlist, like road trip playlist. I couldn't even imagine, but that's what was like my intrusive thought that was winning over in my head. I was like, damn, Gunky must have like the most cooked playlist, and I love that. Gunky says that is definitely how my playlist works when I try. That's what I'm saying. Oh my god, that's great. I love that. I love that. Kaylee says, "Nah, that's relatable to me too. That was my playlist." Like, I just think, I feel like maybe I'm the weird one in, and I know y'all will probably say that anyway, but I do feel like I might be weird because I love the front to album back. Like, I could listen to an album in full multiple times, but I feel like there's so many people in chat and so many people in Discord that are like, "Yo, the playlist is where it's at." And I just don't know. I don't know. I've tried it before. I don't know. Like, the only times that I've really done it is like if I've put like full albums on and then I've hit shuffle like of the same artist. That's probably about as like daring as I'll go. But I'll never like mix genres, like put different songs on different playlist. Like, oof, that's like crazy. Uh, Gunky says, I was listening to Equal Love, then Rage Against the Machine, then Doja, and then The Offspring the other day. Oh my god. That's amazing. I kind of nailed it then. That's awesome. And it's completely unintentional. I love that. I love that. I love that for you. Um anyway, Jazz says it took me a long time to realize that they were counting in 3 different languages. That's fair. The brain memory was cooking there, but I like this. I thought this was good. I feel like, again, I feel like the Equal Love stuff is just like so joyful. I feel like there's probably about, I could make any commentary about their group and it wouldn't matter a damn thing because I just feel like they're just such a joyous group. Like, I listen to this and I'm just like, damn, I just feel good. Like, if I had a shitty day today, gone, like eviscerated. Like, they just have a sweet tone and they're very sweet in my ears, and I love that. So I feel like that's probably about as best of commentary you're gonna get out of me for Equals Love. But I also love the performance. The arrangement of the show was also great too. So very nice. Let's see. Gunky says in June they're going to have a 2-day concert at MUFG Stadium, which holds 68,000 people. It is believed to be the largest stadium in Japan. Oh, wow. So they're popular. That's crazy. That's good. Good for them. A couple more comments. Biscuit says, I am like Gunky all over the place. Hey, that's fair. Listen. Kaylee says, IDK going from One Wee's Ballad to Bang 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 by Lucy is great for my attention span. That's fair. Jazz says the other day I realized that when my brother listens to music, he chooses an artist and just shovels their entire discography. I was appalled. That's crazy. I get it though. Like, I could see your brother's perspective because, like, for example, like, I've listened to a ton of Bill Murray albums. I've listened to all of his albums. Like, I feel like I put it on shuffle just because, like, I know them all. It's like, so I feel like if it's a new artist, like, I probably would never do it. But yeah, I have to listen to albums from front to back. I probably am a little psychotic for that. And Gunky says it used to be an Olympic stadium. Oh wow, okay. Jazz says that he just accepts it. He does this every time, and he doesn't have playlist. And Sarah says, "This is me getting tonal with." Uni says, "I'll do full Discogs in order." That's what. Let's go. Uni and I are two peas in a pod. Let's go. I love that. Goated answer. Best answer of today. That's what I do. I like either that or I'll like if there's like new songs that are coming out, I'll just fucking listen to that shit on repeat. You know what I mean? Like if there's like 4 or 5 new songs that came out and they're like, "Hey, we're releasing an album like in a couple months." You know, I'm listening to that shit in the ground. Like I love it. I couldn't do it any other way. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what do you do with music? So very cool, very cool. We're gonna keep it moving though. Andy has chosen "Show Me Your Love" by James Allen. Ooh, okay, very interesting. Let's see. Sarah says, "Y'all who are friends with me on Airbuds see me just go through my list of catch-ups and listen to like 4 complete albums by 4 different artists in a row." I'm scared to see what other people. I'm scared to see what people see in my Airbuds because I feel like there is one day I was scared that somebody in chat was gonna check out my Airbuds, but I had listened to God, let me see if I can find what I listened to. I listened to like the new Bill Murray song. I listened to the entire like Twice set list. I listened to that Don Broco featuring Nickelback, that song. Then I listened to like literally like 2 albums from Childish Gambino, and then I jumped to Young Miko because I found her recently, and then I went to go listen to Daniela Andrade, who's like a Spanish artist. She's incredible. And then I went back to Normandy. Like it was like and then I listened to like Knock Loose later on. I was all over the place that day. I was cooking, I think. Jazz says, "Nah, it's because I have so many playlists. It's kind of crazy." That's fair. That's fair. Let's see. No Santa says Chaos Shuffle. Andy says, James Allen is a Thai Singaporean singer, actor, and former. Okay, so this is okay. Very nice. Sarah says, "I see it." Listen, it was great. It was a great experience. I loved it. I was here for it. Uni says, "I also do completely random mixes. Just depends on what I'm doing at the time." That's fair. Guggy says, "In most cases, I don't like every single song on an album. Just like the latest M mix release, I still hate Rico." That's fair. I just don't want to do you. Hey, listen, that's fine. If you see something call out worthy, I'm down for it. You know, Sarah, you can call me out. I don't care. I'm gonna be 33, so my my stance on that has waned over the years. So anyway, let's move it on. Andy, I'm excited to check this out. I've been listening to a ton of shit. I don't know if it's James that I've been listening to. I did go back and listen to the other one that we heard, the wine song. That was good. Oh, this is the other half of H-Pod-DS. Okay. I haven't heard James' stuff, but I like his voice. Okay, that was smooth. What the fuck? Yeah, Wim. That was great. I've been listening to Wim a ton.
Why don't you come inside? We'll be alright. Take one step at a time. Oh, you look so refined. So baby, dance with me tonight. The moon is bright like candles. Why don't you come inside? We'll be alright. Take one step at a time. Oh, you look so refined. So baby, dance with me tonight.
Oh, this is sick. Very nice. All right, this is James Allen and the song "Show Me Your Love." Thank you, Andy, for the pick. Appreciate you. Yes, Wim. I listened to that. Their newest album is so good. I've been hooked. So I will have to go listen to it again tomorrow while I'm at work. So, I love both of their music. I think I mentioned it before. I do feel like it's sad because both of their voices are so good. And as much as I love like HYBS, it's cool to see them still doing like this like very like jazzy, chill sort of vibey music. Like I love that for them both. Which I feel like is a little ironic because I feel like they split. I don't know if it's just because of personal issues or what have you. You know, I don't want to get into the weeds or say stuff on speculation, but it is funny because I feel like they are writing similar music separate, which is interesting, I find. But I really like this song. This one is so good. I like the again the jazzy feel. There's like a little bit of city pop vibes with it as well. I think it just works out super well in this type of stylization, and James's voice is so gorgeous. Like I really like his tone in this song. Especially when he's like, show me your love, show me your love. Like that melody choice is just so catchy and like earwormy. So I love hearing that. But he's got like a cool like low end tone that I feel like maybe I didn't hear as much in his previous work, but really liked his like kind of like lower tenor to his voice. I thought that was really good, and it separates the song like dynamically. So I love hearing that. But this is a great song. I super catchy, very fun, very light, but just works super well. So I enjoy this a lot. And he says, I'm hitting that walk when I want to ignore my problems. That's fair. Andy says they both said that the duo was something temporary as they both had their vision on what they wanted to do. I do feel like that makes sense, but I also feel like comparatively, like, and I'm not trying to compare James's music to Wim and vice versa, but it is funny because I feel like musicality wise, they're kind of on a similar wavelength. I feel like Wim's a little bit more band associated, and this one's kind of like a little bit more dreamier. But it is interesting. It is interesting. I'm not, like I said, not knocking again. I'm getting double the music from both parties, so I'm down for it. But I just find it is very interesting when artists do go about it that way. So very unique. This is a great song. I will be sure buzzing about this one. So appreciate it, Andy. This is a great one. All right, we're gonna move on. Sarah, if I had to guess, it's a ZB1 song. I should act surprised, but I'm not because I know. So very nice. All right, let's keep it a schmovin'.
You be the end of me, 'cause it's my
That's fair. Sorry. I'm sorry for your loss.
이 세상이 날 갇힌데도 좋아 너와 함께면 눈부신 이 계절이 어디로 흘러가 저물게 될지는 몰라 운명한 건 한 가지 Yeah, 영원히 my love You'll be the end of me 내 전부를 부딪혀 'Cause it's my destiny 망설이진 않을게 무너진 세상 속에서 너와 나 운명이니까 You'll be the end of me 내게 남은 의미 오직 너의 apocalypse Yeah, yeah,
마주보는 지금 이 순간 꿈에서도 본 적 있지 넌 정해져 있던 미래야 like a pig 눈앞에 선명하게 이뤄진 our wish 그 위를 난 너와 걷고 있지 You are part of me 너는 완전히 maintain 모든 것이 완벽한 걸 가 있으니까 You be the outcome 내 전부를 부딪혀 Cause it's my destiny 망설이진 않을게 무너진 세상 속에서 너와 난 운명이니까 You be the outcome 내게 남은 힘이 오직 너야 apocalypse 내 세상이 끝나버린데도 심장은 너로 뛰는 걸 커져가는 feeling 다시 내게 falling You're the la 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 apocalypse 내 옆에 머물러 everyday Run with yeah You be the anthem 난 끝까지 버틸게 Cause it's my destiny 내 모든 걸 다 줄게 무너진 세상 속에서 너와 나 운명이니까 You be the anthem 내게 남은 힘이 오직 너야 apocalypse 다시 꾸는 my dream 내게 너야 apocalypse
드로즈 우리 보고 싶었어요? Aw. All right, this was ZB1's Love Apocalypse. Thank you, Sarah, for the pick. Ooh, this one's tough. This one's tough. Sarah says Wake One is actually evil. I feel that's true. That's true. I would agree. This one's bittersweet. I think I mentioned this in the last song, and I don't want to rehash I feel like I shouldn't have to rehash my commentary on it, but this is tough. I feel like I've learned so much about ZB1 in like the past year. Yeah, I obviously knew about him before that point, but like I feel like last year was the year we did like the Boys Planet deep dive and we did ZB1 and all that sort of stuff. And so, and obviously I, still have this ongoing beef with Hanbin still. But I feel like for me, I feel like with other groups, like I don't think that I've had the same sort of like, oh damn, like they're gone, like appreciation. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit. Like, not to say that ZB1 obviously is not going to like disappear. I mean, they're still continuing on with less members, unfortunately. But I feel like to me it's like very interesting, and I don't think that I've ever reached this sort of crossroads in my career so far yet. But I feel like their music is so incredible, and I like this as a send off to their discography. It's like a really well put together song. I enjoyed like a lot of the vocals in this, and like obviously their homage and love to the Zay Roses, their fandom, which is great. But I feel like to me it's like bittersweet in the sense of like I've covered them, like they obviously are an important group to the larger scheme of doing YouTube and doing Twitch and all that sort of stuff, and like I'm very appreciative for what they've done over the years, and obviously being able to get really familiarized with them over the year, over the past year and even before that, even for them to be on my favorite albums of the year last year. I feel like is such a testament to how much of an impact they made onto me. Obviously I know that there's people that have made, that have had more of an impact on them, you know, in terms of like their fan base, I would definitely say that I'm not remotely close to as big of a fan as any Zero Base One fan, but um, I do feel like they do hold a special place in my heart as a group, and obviously, I wish the best to, you know, all the members that have obviously moved on from ZB1 or will be moving on from ZB1, excuse me, and obviously the ones that stay. You know, I hope that they have a very fruitful career, and that they will still continue on and do the best they're able to. And um, yeah, I know this is very, like I said, very bittersweet. It is like, especially in that like bridge section, I definitely felt that, even though like I wouldn't consider myself like a part of the fan base. Um, you know, I think it's so incredible how, you know, music extends across those aisles in some way. So, again, best of luck to them. I appreciate them. Hopefully, they will continue on with their best endeavors. So. Sarah says he's still gonna be in the group, so the beef can continue. That's true. That is true. Hamden will continue on. I hope to have him on, then we can talk about our beef. But anyway, thank you, Sarah. I hope that you are a little bit less upset. I know it probably will not. The wounds will not heal overnight, but appreciate you sharing the song. Very nice. You miss beefing with him in the B. That's true. That's true. I did miss beefing with him in the BY stream. I was too focused, you know. But very nice. All right, we are keeping it moving. Jazz, we are doing yours next. This is Lucy's Flowering with a live orchestra. Ooh, very nice. Kala, hello. I am basically covering Ketchup, Chaos, No Points. Just send me the link. I probably will be closing up shop very soon because I need to get my ass to sleep. But feel free to send it over since you came in late. I will gladly take your pick. So, all right, let's keep it moving.
지나 헤매었던 발걸음 있잖아 그때가 기억조차 안 나 그때였던 너를 기억하나요 그대 내가 느낀 모든 걸 너에게 줄 수 있다면
Ooh, was that a little flute?
수 없을 것 같은 그 맘
A little bit of xylophone. Nice.
혼자만 남아 시들지는 않을까
내가 느낀 모든 걸 너에게 줄 수 있다면
Ooh. What a clean riff. Wow. All right, very cool. This was Lucy's Flowering with the orchestra. Very nice. Thank you, Jazz. Appreciate it. This was great. Let's see. Sarah says I competed at a dance competition to this song. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. Sarah Lore unlocked. We love it. Kaylee says Ye Chan in his element. Yeah, it was cool. That I felt like that felt very full circle. I love that. G Dragon says I think the bassist is one of QWER's and Heby's producers on some songs. That makes sense. IX, we did check out the Pink Floyd cover earlier. And one saying it does produce all of the Lucy songs and a lot of outside stuff too. Very nice. Connie says love the song so much. Let's see. Kaylee says I feel like I need an orchestra version of Snooze. Let's go. Sarah says flowering so good. Andy says love it. Very nice. And okay, that is all good. I will copy it over, Kala. Thank you. Thanks for the pick. This is great. Obviously, I love Flowering. It's such a gorgeous song, and I feel like it's only amplified a little bit more by just the incredible live orchestra. They did a phenomenal job with the song. I feel like a lot of the like sweeping melodies of the song just were beautifully orchestrated in an orchestra. I love like the woodwinds in the song. Like there's a lot of cool like flute moments in this that I appreciate that I feel like I don't get to hear too often. So that was great. The vocals from the crowd was gorgeous. Like I love how they kind of added their beautiful like overtone to the track. But I feel like it kind of just accentuated the violin more. Ye Chan sounded incredible in the song, but I feel like it kind of just made those like violin moments of the song feel more anthemic, larger than life. So I love that. The vocals on this were incredible as well too. Very dynamic, really full as well. And yeah, I feel like every time I watch a Lucy video, like I said, I feel like it is just rubbing salt in the wounds a little bit. I love them. I'll still continue to listen to them, but I do feel like I'm like, damn, if I only knew. If I only knew. It kills me. Kills me every time. So, thank you, Jazz. Appreciate the recommendation. Do not take offense that I feel like it's salt in my wounds. I'll be okay. But I feel like every time I see a Lucy song, I'm like I get so upset. All right. Callis says Lucy continues to impress. That is true. That's true. So very nice. Unhee, we are doing yours next. You have chosen Adoy, hopefully. I don't know. If I've pronounced it wrong, let me know. But it looks like it is their song Pool. So let's check it out. All right, very cool. This was Adoy. Hopefully, I've pronounced that correct. And their song "Pool." Very nice. Thank you, Unhi, for the pick. Kala says, "Love the vibe of this." Andy said, "So good." And Connie says, "Nice song." Hey, let's go. Let's go. G Dragon says, "As I grow older, I have started to like chill songs more like this. My K-pop girl crush era is." That's, you know, that's very. I feel like that's a seasoned age. You know what I mean? I get it. I get it. Uni says, "I don't know much about them. I know they're a four-member Korean band. I randomly found this song while a while back and kept returning to it." Hey, let's go. Let's go. I enjoyed this. This was very fun. I liked, again, the chill aspect of it. Definitely got like that strong indie feel to it, which I appreciate. But it's got like a good bit of funk to it, which I also really like as well. I loved how kind of like ethereal and like glassy, like the reverb and like the vocal sound in this. I think they like just transcend the song in a really like nice way. Um, and man, I think it just got such a good groove to it. Like the song immediately starts off with like a good vibe, and I think that that's kind of carried throughout the rest of the track. So I loved hearing that. I also like that they kind of added more additions to it. Like there's like little bits of synth tone in this. Like the bass kind of pops out a little bit more here and there in the song. It just really kind of works well, and I think it's like one of those songs that like at least for when it gets a little bit nicer out in Pennsylvania, it would be like one of those songs that I feel like I would throw on and like just have like a nighttime cruise with. You know what I mean? It just like has that like that just enjoyable like car ride sort of feel to it in like the best way possible. And I just like how like I was just vibing. It was just a good vibe song, and like sometimes you don't really need like I don't know. I guess like sometimes you don't always need songs to have like this chaotic energy to them. Like I think sometimes it's best to have songs with just simplicity to them, and I think that sometimes just gets the job done in such a good way. Like I think there's sometimes, especially coming from like a metal background, like there's sometimes where I could just like go on and on and on about the song, but like sometimes it's like sometimes to me sometimes it's just like the simplicity of the song just really overtakes any sort of commentary that I might have about the song. Like it's just really well written. And I think if you're trying to have a song that just puts you in a chill vibe, like this is 100% should be on your listening habits. So yeah, enjoy this one. So good. This is a good find. So thank you, and he appreciate it. All right. Well, we're moving into the final two, and then I will be heading to sleepy time. But Connie has chosen Bray On and his 1000 y una noches. So let's check it out. Right, Michael Jackson-y. Great voice.
Pones mi
So good.
mundo de vuelta y al revés. Yo no te dejo de pensar. Es evidente que no me haces bien. No es lo normal, lo sabes y lo sé. No soy el mismo al que acostumbro a ser. Tú ocupas mi mente y mi pensar. Porque sé que hoy te voy a ver. Cuando estés muy cerca, sé que no me voy a controlar. Yeah. Debo mantener la calma, aunque aumente mi ansiedad. Porque solo tú puedes perdonar. Dime que me quieres, que sin mí no puedes ya vivir. Mi fe es mucho más que una
distancia entre tú y yo. Cuando estés muy cerca sé que no me voy a controlar. Debo mantener la calma aunque aumente mi ansiedad, porque solo tú puedes perdonar.
Que me quieres, que sin mí no puedes ya vivir.
Baby, es mucho más que una obsesión.
Que me amas, que
Es por siempre junto a mí, yeah. Es algo fantástico.
que me quieres, que estás hecha justo para
Baby, eres mucho más que la tentación.
que me amas.
Por siempre junto a mí. Quiero repetir las bellas noches junto a ti. Me vuelves loco, qué extraña sensación. Quiero repetir las bellas noches junto a ti.
All right, very nice. This was Brayon's 1001 Noches. Very nice. Thank you, Connie. Chi Jacket says Spanish Bruno Mars. And it looks like Connie says, yeah, some people say that. He also likes to cover Bruno. That makes sense. That makes sense. I feel like to me, he kind of fits the like, he's kind of like an amalgamation of like Bruno Mars and like Michael Jackson, and if he was like Spanish, you know, I 100% see that influence, which is great. I think he's got a fantastic voice. Like I said, we did listen to Bray on a little bit before this, and his voice is so good. Like he's got such a strong vocal register. I think to me, first adjective that came to mind was just like his effortlessness. There's just something about like his melody choice was really good, but I also feel like his effortlessness in the way that he sings some of these songs is just so smooth. Like he did like a couple different like runs or like ad libs in the back of the song, and I'm just like, damn, like there's just such an effortlessness to the way that he flows through the song, and I love that. Obviously I understand it's multiple layering as well in the song, but just like he just has a smoothness to his voice that I just really appreciate a ton, and I feel like it's utilized so well. Like again, his voice suits that kind of like funky pop sort of vibe, so well. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one a lot. Like I said, I was shocked at how good his music is. So I appreciate Connie putting us on to him, because it was incredible. So this is good shit. I love it. Andy says amazing, and Connie says I really love his voice. Very nice. Connie says I'm so mad. The other day he was in my city, and I was gonna see him, and I got sick. Oh, hopefully you get to see him soon. So very nice, very nice. All right, we're gonna check out Kala's pick, and now since I feel inspired to show chat if Chat hasn't heard of Daniela Andrade, then I feel like I gotta show Chat her music real quick, and then we'll probably dip out after that. So, all right, let's check out this one from Kala. Just one more, though. Hey, listen, this is my stream, bro. I feel like I at least get that.
おそらく気づいてしまったみたいあくびの色した毎日を丸ごと映画のように変える誰と仕掛けに出会えたこと仲良くなれない空の下心は閉まって鍵かけてそんな風にとにかく生きてきたメロディーが重なった小さくたっていい街のどんな
Also put us around 11:30.
ちゃんと見つけられてる印が欲しかったこの目が選んだ景色に一つずつリボンかけて大見上げみたい
くよ帰り道季節が挨拶くれたよ涙もちょっと拾ったよどこから話そうあなたにもらったこの帰り道こうなるべくしてなったみたい通り過ぎるばっかの毎日にそこにいた証拠を探したメロディーがつながったそうしてくれた世に手を振って知らせるよ迷わないでいいよ言ってくれたようにどこからどんな旅をして見つけ合うことができたのあなたの昨日も明日も知らないまま帰り道土砂降り一体何回くくって笑ってくれたの月より遠い世界からたどってきた帰り道この目が選んだ景色に一つずつリボンかけてお土産みたいに集めながら続くよ帰り道季節が挨拶くれたよ涙もまた拾っちゃったよどこから話そうあなたにもらったこの帰り道どこからどんな旅をして見つけ合うことができたのあなたの昨日と明日が空を飾る帰り道この目が選んだ景色にとびきりのリボンかけて宇宙の果てからだろうとたどっていく帰り道歩いて許して
Very nice, very nice. This was Bump of Chicken. I think the song is Souvenir, if I've got that correct. Thank you, Kala, for the pick. We have checked out Bump of Chicken before, if my memory, as foggy as it is, remembers. But I like this song. This is a great song. I love their tones. Their guitar tones are super, super cool. I like how trebly they are. I think it's probably because the types of guitars they're using. It looks like they're both using Stratocasters, which is where you get that like twangy sort of guitar sound. So I love that. I think it's great. Um, I like the different like phrasings in this song. Like I like that their singer slash guitar player, I think he kind of adds like this interesting sort of like rhythmic stylization to his guitar work, and I like that. I think it's very like again very indie, and I like that approach to it. But I also appreciate kind of like the different vocal variations in this song. Obviously, their main singer sings, but like a lot of cool like ensemble vocals that are added in. I think that that's really gorgeous. Um, a lot of the drummer was really cool. I like that he was doing like that like hi-hat trill almost, but then had like this really cool kind of like either like bass kick at it, like doing a different meter. I thought that was very interesting, and it was something that I like noticed right off the rip. I was like, wow, this is really interesting rhythm wise. I also love that the crowd seemed very engaged with the song. It seems like they put on a very good live performance. And so I feel like the crowd seemed engaged, and it seemed like it fueled them in performance wise, which is great. Um, but I really enjoyed this a lot. Like I said, I think the last song that we listened to from them, I also enjoyed a ton too. But yeah, it's just like a feel good song. Like I think their writing seems very unconventional, but I love like the arrangement. I think it's always very interesting, and I feel like if I was to listen to other songs from them, like I hope that they take that unconventional approach to most of their music. So very cool, very cool. Hopefully, we'll check more out from Bump of Chicken in the future. But thank you, Kala, for the pick. It's great. All right, well, I'm gonna end you guys off with somebody that I've been listening to a ton. Danielle Andrade. So she's somebody I had listened to early on, but I don't know. I listened to like actually a lot of her. She did like a ton of like covers and stuff. Tamale is one of my favorite songs that she's done, but she did like covers really early on. So that's how I initially found out about her. Um, but now she's been doing her own music, like her own individual music for a while now. And I've been loving the past couple songs she's been releasing. But I'm gonna do I See Red, which is the most current one. So you could check her out. She kind of mixes in Spanish lyricism as well as like English, and she has some songs that are entirely in English, and I think she has some songs that are entirely in Spanish. So, really cool. I feel like her vocal tone is like I've always loved her vocal tone. So, excited to show chat. But this is I See Red. So, check it out.
I stumble with my words when I forget it's been about a week. I can get sensitive, yes, overly when it matters to me. I know I said something I could have said differently. I held it in and it came like a wave. I see red. I see red. I see red. I see red. Won't you change my mind? I can change yours too. I like when we get angry on a Sunday afternoon. Make up real nice, tense up the room. I like to be affected and feel different shades of you. I see red. I see red. I see red. I see red.
En Santiago dice, no te vayas a la cama sin antes haber arreglado el problema. Porque como te vas a acostar con tu pareja enojados.
All right. Very cool. This was Daniela Andrade. Her song "I See Red." She has a new album, Oda, coming out on March 6th. I just feel like I had to share it with the class. But yeah, I've loved her voice. I've probably listened to her music. God, it's gonna date me now. I think I've been listening to her covers. Um, probably I found out about her maybe like 6 or 7 years ago now at this point. But I've really enjoyed like a lot of her discography. If you have an opportunity, I would recommend giving her a listen. But I feel like her tone is just so ethereal. I love her vocal tone. Like she could put it in a cup and I'd drink it. That'd be like it's just so cool. And like I think like the way that she texturizes her song. This is I think her first like independent release. So I'm very excited to check it out when it comes out. Maybe we'll have to stream it. But I feel like she's got such a interesting tone. I think she's produced this. I know she took like if you want to check out a video, I think she released a video where she talked about like how long it's been recording wise for her, but she's just so cool. I don't want to keep gassing her up. I mean, Danielle, if you're watching this, thanks for thanks for watching. But I just think she's so cool and like the originality in some of her writing is just so interesting. Like it's kind of got like this really kind of jazz clubby feel to it, but then like has like bits and pops of like pop music and like her stylization. I just think is very unique. Um, and approach wise, I feel like it's so cool. So if you like her, go check her music out. She's incredible. So yeah. Kala says, "Oh, pretty." Connie says, "Ooh, I like her voice. Hey, let's go." Kala says, "Her tone reminds me a bit of Billie Eilish." Ooh, I could see the comparison. I could see the comparison certainly. I love when she has like she throws in her like Spanish in this like Tamale, I feel like is probably the best example of that one. But like the way that she like texturizes her voice in like Spanish is just totally different. And like when I first listened to Tamale, I was like, holy shit, like she changed her voice up, but it's still her singing. It's just so incredible. So wanted to give her some love because I feel like chat would like her. So I'm glad the vibes were on point. And it's a nice chill song, to end stream off with. So felt like it was good. Uni says, "Oh," and Jazz says, "Oh, nice, very nice." And Kyle says, "Love it." Hey, let's go. Uni says, "I recognize her voice and her face. I'm pretty sure I've seen some of her old stuff on YouTube years ago." Yes, 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 yes. I think the first video I watched of her, she did a cover. Excuse me, she did a cover of Telegraph Ave, originally done by Janae Aiko and Childish Gambino, because obviously huge Childish Gambino fan. I love Childish Gambino. But I heard her do her rendition of it, and I was just hooked. Like, found her video, and like I've been a fan of hers for quite so many years now at this point. But check her out, Danielle Andrade. Show her some love. That'd be awesome. Cojote was also really good too. That was released a couple months ago. This on the screen. That's another really great song. But excited for her album. So we'll have to check that out on stream maybe. I'm feeling it. So all right, chat. Thank you so much. Thanks for indulging me a little bit with Danielle Andrade. I'm gonna leave it off with this. I'm grateful for all of you. Honestly, it's been a blessing. It's been a privilege to be a part of this community, and thanks for making everybody feel welcome. So thanks so much for the 10 years, and I hope to do it for as long as I feel that I should be doing it for. So thanks so much. Thanks for letting me ramble and do the thing. So appreciate y'all. Thanks again. We'll see you on Wednesday. We'll have to decide on Wednesday. So let me know in Discord what y'all want to do Wednesday. Be down to do it. So thanks again. Appreciate y'all. And we'll see you on Wednesday. Love y'all. Peace.